It was good, man. This is Parlay with us. It's Mr. Beanz here. We got Stony Crook, Sean Doe, Hustle Stacks, the A Team, the Four Horsemen. We doing it how we do it every time for TV and for live streaming. We bringing you guys another hot and live Thursday night live, and we're talking about the NFL Conference Championship, some NFL talk because there's some things going on in the NFL right now. A lot of movements, coaching
what's up with
movements.
Bill? Bill can't get a job.
Something's looking weird with Bill. We got some NBA talk,
You want too much control.
You want too much. You want too
Bill
much.
ain't gonna give you that control, homie.
Do y'all think now we moving right on into it, people? So
You want
please
the
like
control.
and subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. We doing this on Facebook, we doing this on X, we doing it on YouTube, and like I said, like, share, subscribe, the whole nine, man. We need those likes. Hit those like buttons up, man. Thank you. With that being said, yeah, man, yo, I don't know what's going on with Bill, but before we move on Bill.
God to make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through, but don't break you, homie make.
Yeah. Once again, this is Parlay with us, man. This is me, Mr. Beanz. We got Stony Crook, we got Sean Doe and Hustle Stacks. We doing it again live, Thursday night live, man. We bring you guys this hot fire content on sports and a little bit of the culture. So what's going on, family? We was just conversing about some changes going on in the NFL. There's a lot of movement going on, as Stoney was just saying, and Doe basically said, yo, what's going on? Bill can't get a job. That's a good question, though. Like, how come all these, I don't know what it is. Is he waiting for the, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, there is a job there for him, but what is it?
Cats hired Raheem Morris over.
No, but don't go.
I seen that shit.
Raheem,
I'm like,
okay, where Raheem Morris go? Where he go? I didn't have
coordinator for the Colts. No,
he got an Atlanta job. Raheem, but Stacks, real facts though. Raheem Morris is not that bad though, bro.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick, fam?
You can't though.
Man, he probably want too much control, guys.
That's
what it is. Y'all think he's gonna relinquish that type of mantra and type of, the person he is to have control?
I don't think he wants
that. That's what happened with here at the Patriots. He wasn't gonna give that up.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to have to what is it? He doesn't want to have to work with somebody about the roster picking and the draft. He doesn't want to have to report to somebody about a draft pick because he's real hands-on, man. He likes his draft picks, he likes his players, his Kyle Duggars and the Curtis Stranges of the world. So he wasn't gonna have that. I'm under the impression he wasn't gonna have that type of control in Atlanta, and I think he wanted that. He didn't want to have to report to a general manager about certain players and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that might have had something to do with it.
Definitely. And you know what though? And to be fair to Bill, not that I've been bashing him because I haven't. Shout out to him though for just not taking anything and caving into his beliefs just to get that record. You know what I'm saying? So, he could have probably, and I don't know this. I follow the story a little bit. I know there's a guy, McKay, that's there in Fontenot that are real high up in Arthur Blank's ear. And I guess they talked him out of hiring Bill because if Bill came, those two guys would have been out of the job.
Yeah, Rich McKay. You remember Rich McKay?
Tampa Bay, right? His family owned the Bucks. They were original Bucks, right? Yeah.
Yeah, with Brooks and Sapp.
Yeah, so, and like Crook said, man, Bill wants, and we all know this, it's not Crook, Stacks, Beans, we all know that Bill wants every part of the organization, down into strength and conditioning, down into, the front office, the traveling agent, you know what I mean? And they just don't do that no more. Guys, we've been saying this. They just don't do that in NFL no more. Everything's corporate sort of in the front office now. You have to have your slots in your positions. As good as he is, they're just not willing to. There's not one organization. Andy Reid, Sean McVay, Jim Harbaugh, even John Harbaugh, you know, all these guys, they have to have some type of, they're coming, the guy that just hired by the Raiders, they hired the guy away from San Diego to run their team. It's a package deal now. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, shout out to Bill for not just, you know, giving in and, oh, I'll listen to McKay and this guy and that guy just to get his little 14 wins. So
Yeah,
but
and
I
look,
don't know. That might be the last game you've coached, fellas. Seriously.
Never know.
They was talking about John Harbaugh. Perfect example. They said John Harbaugh, all he does is coach.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He let the GM worry about the GM. He let the defensive coordinator worry about the defense. All he does is coach. And you know, that makes his life easy. And I think it works for a lot of coaches, man. Giving everybody their duties, their positions, and you know, it just takes a little bit of weight off your shoulders, man, where you could just focus on, you know, coaching the team. So I think that might have been an issue with us with Bill in New England. I think it was just too much going on, too much on his shoulders. So
yeah, he did.
You know, but we'll see. He'll get a job.
Bill could have bent a little bit. I ain't say he got the break. He could have bent a little bit and delegated some of that roles. But you know, like I said, he couldn't get along with the times, man. Like he just stayed that way. And after Tom left, I think he stayed that way because he tried to prove a point. And that point backfired on him. But it's nothing wrong with delegating. I mean, you had a good staff with them guys here. So I mean, you could have delegated that. And I mean, I know Mac Jones is terrible, but he set Mac Jones up to fail.
He did.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah, Mac Jones is terrible, but Bill got a whole lot to do with that. And don't think them GMs don't see that. Like, yo, we see what you do, Mac. We can't be
exactly.
You know what I mean? We're gonna draft this kid high. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna put your like we can't have that. Like that came into play too a lot with Bill.
There's a lot of it. It's funny you say that too, Stats, because it's like how are you going to run an organization if you're being vindictive? Like, you know, as good as Bill is, like I said, I got to say that before I speak just because of what he's done in his career. But you can't hold grudges. This is not 88. Like, you know, like.
Hey, though, I never seen a person hold a grudge against the owner and keep their job.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that one right there, dog.
For real.
Like how you keep your job and you holding grudges against the owner.
Let's keep it real, though. Kraft is, I mean, this might not be popular, but I think Kraft's soft. He didn't want to be looked at a certain way. Kraft wants to be looked in a certain way, too, because he wants to get in the Hall of Fame. So if you have all this controversy, if you notice, they had 2 press conferences. Bill didn't really want to do. Bill didn't really want to do it. He did that as a favor to Kraft. You remember they had 2 press conferences, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. That never happens. If you guys follow, never happens. And it's all about looks and how it looks with Kraft. You know what I mean? Even when Gerard Mayo started talking about race, he kind of like stopped him, like, oh, we hired the best candidate. You know what I mean? Not to sit there and say it's right or wrong, not to get into that, but what I'm saying is everything is optics for Kraft right now because he's trying to get in the Hall of Fame. That's a big deal to him. I think he wanted everything to be. You're right, Stacks. Him and Bill had a big beef, but they kept that really in. You really didn't hear much about it, even when he left. Not too much dirt came out, a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, smoke, man. It was a lot of it was over time.
A lot of it was over time.
Yeah, a lot of it was over time, and
he let him go too early.
Yeah, too early.
Too early.
It was too early.
Too early. He could have got 3 more maybe good years out of Tom.
3
at that time,
3
at least.
If they spend money, let's keep it
right. Keep it 100. If they spend money. Well. And maybe they at that time the cap wasn't right for them like the cap is right now.
No, the cap is all the way right now.
There's no excuse.
Even though some of those guys out there would say the cap is a lie. You know what I mean? That cap is a bullshit lie. Like, you know, they could finagle numbers to mess around with that cap.
But it's like we wasn't really strapped to anything. We didn't have a big. I mean, Judon, I would say. I mean, we gave him a bag, but
we didn't really spend no money, bro.
We didn't really spend money like some years.
Judon got a bag. I think it was an offensive lineman that got paid too.
What about the 2 tight ends? Remember Henry and
Hunter Henry.
Yeah, but they
and homeboy, the other one,
Jonnu Smith.
Smith. Remember they tried to spend that money too.
I think Kendrick Bourne got a decent bag too. I think he did. I think he got a
everything was like friendly. They all have friendly deals because these were like, I mean, except for Bourne, but a lot of them were kind of like has-beens.
What up, Terrell? What up, Terrell? What up, Terrell? He said. Terrell said JC got a good. He got a good contract out of the Patriots.
Not from us though.
Not from us. He didn't get it from us.
And he's definitely going. They already said they're going to cut him. He's getting cut. Like that's.
Oh, he got that. Was that money he got from San Diego?
Yeah, because they said if you cut him now, you save like 14 million and gets the cap or something.
Oh yeah, he's done.
Yeah, there's a certain time where they gotta let them go.
Yeah, he's definitely against Sublé, and he's terrible.
He's getting Ginsued.
There's gonna be a lot of people getting cut in these next coming.
So so Stacks?
I can't, man.
Stacks, no, that's what I'm about to ask you this question. How did he get that bad so quick, though, man? The dude was out there defending on some of the best of them, man. When he got that,
like those said, Bill always had that cat in the right spots, man.
Always.
Remember I asked you, how Miles Bryant keep his job?
He actually played good shit.
Bill keeps him he always in his right spot, man.
That's one thing Bill could do is develop cornerbacks. He'll take some
safeties too.
Bill could develop his ass in cornerbacks and defensive backs. If you want to get paid or you want to make the NFL out of a non-free agent, not drafted, you come here. The kid they signed at the end of the year, I forget his name. I think Austin or something. I might be wrong.
Yeah. I know you talk about the kid from the Buffalo. He played well.
The last few games.
Pat Chung too. That was a good project. Pat Chung was good, man. That was a good player, man.
But Pat came from a good situation out in Oregon, though.
No, he did, but when he came to be what he ended up being, though.
Yeah, because remember he left. Oregon, and then when he came back,
that's right, Pat. You're right, Stoney. You're right. Pat did leave.
Yeah,
and when he came back, he was even better. He was better when he came back than when he started with us.
Yeah,
with the Philly, he went to Philly.
Yeah,
that's true. He went to Philly.
Now he lived up here in New Hampshire. Someone told me. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Remember he got remember some situations happened.
Pat got caught with the bullshit. Right? Pat got caught
with the clubhouse up here.
And he got off too.
Yeah,
Pat got caught with the
You ain't hear nothing about that.
He up here drinking that dead blood. He up here drinking that dead blood.
You ain't hear nothing about that again, and that's what you call put it this way, he's favored by Mr. Kraft. He's another one of the favored. Yeah. He's another one.
He's a
Patriots. He's a Patriot.
He's been involved in.
You know what I mean?
He left everything on the field.
You want to get out of gym, holla at Kraft.
Right.
He's my man.
Right?
No, for real, yo.
Connection.
I mean, he be holding it down for who he messed with, though. That's one thing. He's showing up too.
Even my man, like he's going through his thing with the drugs. Yo, Kraft put him through the rehab and everything. Like, yo, Kraft.
Yeah, man. Josh.
Kraft look out for his guys, man. He do. I'll give him that much.
Yeah, he did look out for him, man.
But if he like you, he
didn't throw Hernandez to the Wolves either. He didn't throw Hernandez to the Wolves.
Nope, he did not. He could have.
Last minute.
At the last minute to clear it up, to make sure it stay clean.
Yeah, but
to make sure it stay clean. You know what? At that point, he had to.
But he said he had a conversation with him. He had a heart-to-heart conversation with him when it was going on. He told him straight up, is this true? And then he said no. He said, all right, I got you. I'm gonna support you. Yeah, and he had his back because he said it. Up until it came out that that it was him, but he gave him that chance though.
I think
he got to understand. I think he did.
Yeah, man. Kraft's a good dude, man. He's a good guy, man. And I think he's too good for his own good, and I think that's why Bill's
what I'm saying, Crook. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier.
That's why Bill's still around.
I don't want to say he's soft. I mean, he's a billionaire, so he did him something right.
Oh no, he's doing. He's not to make the bread, but
trying to be too. You know what I mean? And that's what happened with him and Bill. Like he didn't stand on business with that. But that being said, I don't want to go back in time with that. But I really do feel that he doesn't. I think that's gonna help us going forward in a weird way. Maybe I'm wrong with free agents. that he doesn't throw people out on the bus. If you do feel like, we'll see what they do with Booty. You know, he got caught up today.
Yeah, Booty got caught up.
That wasn't that bad though. That wasn't that bad.
No, I'm just saying though. But
he got caught up, but I think that one could be a little bit over.
No, but what I'm saying is, how are they gonna treat him? Like, obviously, they might keep him, they might not. But it's how you treat your players goes a long way. You said it earlier, Stacks. Like, you know, the way that Bill was treating Mac probably hurt him to get another job. Not that Mac is an all-pro quarterback, but the other teams are probably like, damn, he threw that guy under the bus. Is he gonna come here and throw our guy under the bus? You know what I'm saying? So it's how you treat people in this league too, because the money's gonna be available going forward in the NFL with the new contract.
Yeah, hell yeah.
With the new TV contract, whatever they got, the money's gonna go up. People are gonna have their choice of where they want to go. So you gotta have that. You gotta treat people right. Was what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities out there for Bill, and there's a lot of openings.
He's gonna get his. Trust me, he's waiting.
Somebody's gonna be willing to give him that.
Bill sitting a year till that job, whatever that comes up, he's gonna sit. Man.
What do you guys think about Vrabel not getting a job though? That's even more.
No, he's waiting. No, I think. Look,
maybe he's in a situation where he's
all that is, but all that is normal though, because a lot of people are being patient right now. They're trying to see what's going on, what's happening. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm not shocked. It takes time. You know, you really got to dissect these situations. You just can't jump into a.
How many jobs are left? You guys know how many potential jobs are left this year?
There's three of them.
Three left.
What's the three?
In Carolina.
No, Carolina. They hired a guy today.
Yeah,
Carolina got somebody.
Yeah, they hired the Bucs OC today. So it's Washington, Seattle, and there's another team. I think it's three of them. Seattle, Washington. I think there's somebody else. But you might as well pencil in my man from the Detroit, though. OC from Detroit. He's gonna get one
for who? For Washington, right?
Yeah, he's already. They just waiting for
that
playoffs. Yeah, he was a hot commodity. So the OC from Detroit. So and you got my man from the Ravens, that he's a hot commodity too. So it's one of them two may get one.
We're gonna wait till after the playoffs for them to get.
Yeah, they probably gonna wait till after the playoffs.
Yeah, they waiting.
I know they interview.
And Vrabel's gonna land something, but let me tell you something. I like that Harbaugh hiring.
Yeah,
that's a great hire.
Yo, shout out to the Chargers.
That's good for the Chargers.
That's great.
That's great for them. He's gonna put some. You know, he's gonna whip them back into shape. Trust me.
Yeah.
And you know that's a big hire for them because
Falcons got their Terrell. Falcons got their guy already.
Falcons got their guy.
Raheem Morris.
Okay, yep. Raheem Morris.
There's only two left. Yeah, there's only two.
Yeah, it's just Seattle and Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
wow, can Bill end up in Seattle?
I don't see that.
I don't see that.
But
it's a team built on defense, though.
Yeah, that's his style.
It's a team built on D. But I don't see him going there.
No, I don't think he go there. He's gonna stay on the East Coast.
Yeah, he's gonna stay, and I think he's gonna.
So about the command? How about the Commanders then?
Nah, he might just hold out this year, guys. Man.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
He's gonna hold out because something gonna pop good next year, and it could be Philly. It could be the Giants. It could be the Giants.
That's a good point, Beanz. Giants. So they don't do good next year.
Think about this. Y'all just think about the story. Think about how the story
would 360, right?
How the story would end up.
It may be
he won as a defensive coordinator with the Giants, and then go back to the Giants.
That Buffalo coach may be out of there too if he wins the playoffs.
Another good point.
Yeah. They're gonna give him another shot.
Yep. So that's what I'm saying. I say
those are three jobs right there.
Yeah. Next year. 3 jobs next year, right there.
Hey, yo, be careful though. They was talking about your man today. My man from the Dolphins, yo, he kind of on the little hot seat right there.
How could he be?
Because he starts off the year hot every year, and then towards the end of the year, he's
his second season as the coach?
Third.
Third?
Wow, I thought he just came on.
I know it.
Nah, it ain't his third.
It's two.
It
I
will
think
be
it's
his
his
third.
second.
It can't be his
Oh,
third.
It
It's
will be
two.
his third.
It is his third. He's
going on his third.
into this
He's going
third.
into his third.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's going
he's going on into his third.
This will be
Okay,
his
all
third
right,
year.
all
He starts off the year hot, and every year he tails off. With that talented off, let me tell you something. When you got an offense that talented, though, you know them owners ain't playing.
That,
You know what I'm saying?
quarterback though.
Oh yeah, especially that owner.
He knows
Think
what
about
he's
he fired
doing down there
he
in a
fired
little
Flores
bit, though.
in like 2 years, and Flores did a good job. I think.
Yeah, Flores did it. I think, I think Stacks. I think they're gonna rock with that dude, man. They're gonna roll with him.
They're gonna roll with him for a little bit. They like what they see over there.
I'm telling you, dog. He hasn't won one playoff game. I don't think. And he starts off the year hot, and every year, the middle of the year, they come back down to earth. I'm gonna tell you, low key, that game they lost to Buffalo was big, man. They could have got home.
Yeah, that was
huge.
That's a big.
You said
L.
that. Yeah,
that's
that
a
was
big L.
Yeah,
Like you can't lose. Listen, I know that, and then another one. They had injuries too. I get it, but at the same time, man, you go and get Jalen Ramsey. You got to pair him up with Xavier Howard. You go and get your receiving core is top notch. You got three good running backs that could start on any team. And
Waddle was hurt.
No, you underachieved with that offense, man. They put up numbers this year. And
they did put up numbers, man.
They put up some numbers, man.
They sure enough did.
You're right, though, Stacks. I think, know what it is, too? That team seems like it was built. Obviously, they're in Miami, but I don't know. Check their record in the cold, man. It seems like them dudes can't play.
They don't play good in the cold. They did pull up that stat.
True. Yeah.
In cold weather, they don't play that well.
But that's been Miami
and 500 teams.
That's been Miami since the inception, though.
Since
we've been watching football back in the day, man, and back in the day,
unless they always come to New England, because they always beat us up here for whatever reason.
They always beat us there.
Yeah. We can't win. We can't win in
Miami. We can't win in Miami.
They beat us a few times late in the year, though.
They beat us here
a few times. Yeah.
But that's a division thing. That don't really count. That's divisional. You know, those games are always up in the air.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta remember.
They used to beat us. We had Tom too.
They did. They beat us when that was.
Remember they beat us with that damn option, the quarterback option. That
Ronnie Brown.
Ronnie Brown, the Wildcat. The Wildcat tore.
The Wildcat. There you go. That's what it was. Oh,
I was
man.
watching that game.
Bill was
I was ready to break something.
Bill
man,
was
that shit was frustrating watching that shit.
It's true.
He didn't know.
You knew because you knew it was coming.
But he didn't know what coming. He didn't know how to defend it.
We couldn't stop it.
You can defend it.
That shit was crazy.
The Wildcat,
man. They don't run that shit no more though.
Mm-hmm. You know what they run?
They'll run it on some plays, but not.
You know
like
what
that.
the Wildcat is? You know what the Wildcat is? The read option. They just put the quarterback inside of it.
Yeah,
they remove it. It's the read option. The read option is dangerous. You know, that's one of the. But
they can't run it often.
That changed the game in football a little bit. That read option. Think about it.
You could run it, but you got to run it on certain plays. You can't. That can't be your bread and butter like that team that year. They was running that shit every play.
No, I'm saying. Think about who runs it. Everybody runs it. Everybody runs it.
Ronnie Brown had a career game and shit.
Ronnie Brown got paid off of that.
Yo, he got paid off that shit.
That year, Miami was busting everybody's head with that Wildcat. Come on, that wasn't just the Patriots. They was busting their ass. They was busting everybody's ass.
I think they debuted against us, though, right?
Yeah,
they debuted against us. Yeah, because I didn't know what this shit.
Bill was like, "What the? No one knew what to do. Even the fans didn't know. Everybody's looking around like, what do we do?"
I was like, "Yo, how the fuck they ain't stopping this dude? Like, won't they load up the box?" I was wilding. Like,
fellas, imagine being at that game.
When you see a running back taking a snap like a quarterback, just load the box up.
Load the box.
Yeah,
we couldn't do shit.
Man.
We couldn't do shit with that.
Hey, they still in the cover too. Ronnie Brown back there.
But you know Belichick. I'm not doing anything wrong. That's just the old wishbone. I got something for that. No, you don't. Belichick, load the box.
Ass linebackers.
They bring that in Navy in 1922. I got something for that.
No, you don't. Something about that Patriots D. Once you get past that front four, you can outrun them linebackers, dog. Like they always had trouble going this way, side to side.
Side to side.
Yeah, side to side.
Side to
but
side.
if you go straight at them, they'll get you. But if you go side to side, they ain't catch you.
Listen, yo,
Brewski was popular last side to side.
Yeah,
this not a player.
Mayo.
Listen, this not a player that I was so happy to see leave.
Well, what's his name wasn't that bad too, but he got slow at the end too.
Goodness, McCourty was trash, man. McCourty
at the end, though.
Oh my goodness, man.
He was dropping all types of shit, right?
Yo, I never been so happy to see a player leave the Patriots like McCourty. Never in my life have I hated a player like I hated that dude, man. Oh my goodness, man. The games that he cost us, and one game that I'm gonna always remember is when Jonathan dude from the Colts, the running back, when he juked them. Jonathan Taylor, man. Oh, we was winning. Yeah, I think we had to stop them. Yo, he juked the shit out of McCourty, man, and it wasn't even that hard, man. He just, oh man, that was one of my most memorable plays with that dude, man. I was like, yo, this dude gotta go.
No, he was tough,
and then we brought him back.
Tough when he first came.
He just kept him too long. That's another thing.
Yeah,
we brought him.
He was one of those
They kept him too long.
He couldn't walk anymore.
Yeah, he was tough. He's safety.
What was the linebacker that took over for Mayo? What was his name?
Nikovic?
Hightower?
Nah.
Hightower.
He couldn't cover
my dude.
He couldn't cover.
Hightower. Yeah, but he's a big reason why we won that Seattle
right,
Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna front. I even thought about getting a Hightower jersey. I fuck with High now.
Let me tell you, Hightower.
I was Sony on that one.
I would have gotten a Hightower jersey. One come on,
jersey too, yo.
Hightower made two. Yo, he made two plays that got us two Super Bowls.
Right?
The one in Atlanta when he strip sacked.
Yeah, because he could rush the passer. He was a glorified
when he strip sacked the quarterback.
Like defensive line, he was good. Don't get me wrong.
Yo, he made some key plays.
He couldn't cover no one. He just couldn't.
And then he tackled Marshawn Lynch.
Short tackle goal line. And he could rush the passer. That's why he was so good. So you didn't really need him to cover out the backfield because they, the way they were running their defense back then. But no, I'm not gonna shit on Hightower for sure, but he couldn't cover no one.
Nah, he couldn't.
That's not what
he couldn't cover the tight ends. That's the
no, he couldn't. That's why you had Chung there. Chung will lock your ass up. They just had the perfect.
That was your boy. He was a good cover linebacker. We forgot about him, Jamie Collins. Now, Jamie was tough. Jamie was tough.
Remember they brought him back.
Yeah, Jamie was tough, man.
They brought him back.
He couldn't cover a motherfucking fullback when he came back.
He couldn't do nothing when he came back.
No, he was washed. He was washed when he came back.
He came back. I'm like, this nigga can't cover a fullback. You can't cover a fullback.
Yo, when we first got that dude though,
he can cover everybody.
But Hightower,
yo. No, I was gonna say my bad, but before I forget, say word. We brought back. Man, I keep forgetting this funny dude's name, man. That made the interception in the Seattle game.
Butler.
Malcolm Butler. Yo, we brought him back, and I never seen him again ever. Literally, never seen him again.
To give him that little bit of money for being quiet.
Yo, I never seen him again after that. Though. Never in my life seen him again.
I think he was at the last game. He was at the Kansas City game at halftime or one of those games, just to But you're right. I think
he never played again.
He never played. They gave him a couple million. They cut him. Gave him a couple million. And people were saying that they did that because he kept his mouth shut.
He did.
He didn't write about what he kept his mouth shut.
But you know what? That's when I lost. I had lost respect for Bill when he didn't play him. But when he brought him back, it made it official.
Yeah.
Official. Come on, was it that bad that you didn't play him, but you brought him back?
Yo,
that don't make sense, man.
Only in the Super Bowl, not a regular season game.
You see what I'm saying?
Yo,
so you would say that. So you would say he must have did something so egregious that not only played him in the Super Bowl, but he cut him, and you wouldn't think he would have anything to do with that dude ever again. Then he brings him back.
Don't think that didn't fuck with them dudes mental in the Super Bowl.
Word said it was about his son. I don't know if it's facts. They said it was about his son. He got into it with his son, but I don't.
I'm never gonna forget Bill for that one. Never, man.
You know, my mother will go. If you talk to my mother about that, she'll go for a half an hour with that.
I'm confident to say we would have won. I'm confident we would have won. You know why?
We probably have played better defense.
We had Babamosi. What was his name?
That's our whole team, though. We would have had it. We would have had the team intact. Like with him, he's our starting corner.
That was Terrence Rowe, bum ass. That was Terrence Rowe.
Oh my!
Yeah, but who's the other dude? Babamosi? Am I saying it wrong? I apologize. Some crazy shit.
Babamosi. You're right.
Babamosi.
He was the nickel though, but Terrence Rowe started. He was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah. Yo, they ate him up, man.
He's still in the league now.
He played for.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Who's he played for? Miami, right? No,
I think it was Miami. I think
Miami.
Right. It was either Miami or Dallas. I seen him on.
Wow. So guys, let's move on to the conference championships, man. We got some games, man, going on, man.
I ain't even look at it. Like
I see we got 5 people, man. Right now on this live tuning in, man. If you
guys, all y'all taking your time, we all appreciate y'all taking your time supporting.
There you go. Doe just said it, man. We appreciate you guys taking your time supporting, watching us.
Especially little T. I see you ain't little no more though.
Yeah, that's man. That's
ain't little no more.
I see him. I'm like,
that's Terrell, nigga. It ain't little. That's
I went to show him love. I couldn't even get my arms up. I'm 6'1". I'm like,
dude looking like a lion. The last time I saw him, he was a linky kid. Then I see him again. This dude looked like
I didn't know who he was like one of them Cape Verdeans from Deli Street. I thought he was one of the ushers.
He showed up too.
I'm like, what are you, one of the ushers?
With the but yeah, man. Yeah, man, guys, hit us up with those likes, man. We need those likes and share it, man. Share this podcast with friends and stuff, man. We need the subscribers. We're growing in numbers. We appreciate it. We appreciate everybody who come through and support us and jump in the comments and get involved with the topic. But right now, tonight's topic, we're going to talk about the conference championship. And we have the Ravens taking on the Chiefs and the Lions versus the 49ers. Who goes first, and which games are they both on? Both of them on Sunday, guys?
Yeah, Ravens play first against the Chiefs and at 3, and then San Fran and Detroit would be the last game on Sunday.
Wow, man!
So I wish they would have had it the other way around, but you know they got their reasons. Because I feel like the Ravens Chiefs, that's the marquee matchup of the weekend.
Yeah, but you know what? The NFL didn't disappoint, even though. Think about it. Look at the matchup, man. For these conference championships, it's not really like, you know how it's not really a disappointment. Like, it's exciting for both. Like, both games is going to be like, we got it. You know, everybody glued to their seat. You know, you got Mahomes against Lamar. You got you know, you got the 49ers and Purdy and McCaffrey, and if Debo plays against the Lions and the upstart Lions, yo, I'm telling you, I think that's a very interesting weekend. This weekend right here, so I like it. You know what I mean? I like this slate. The slate doesn't disappoint me. That's basically what I'm saying.
Sorry to cut you, but I'm agreeing with you. Know what's so ill? Like all that stuff all through the year, the quarterbacks, the this, the hurt, the this. These are basically the 4 teams, if you really follow, that we thought was going to be there, if you really think about it. You know, maybe not Detroit so much, but overall.
I would leave Detroit.
Maybe not Detroit so much.
Maybe not Detroit so much. But
they ain't surprised for me. You know what I'm saying?
You guys got to remember, what's up, Sandy? You guys got to remember that I did mention Detroit early in the season, and you guys was like, oh, like, you know, pump your brakes on that. And I never said, and I said, I didn't say to get to the Super Bowl. I said to at least make the playoffs and look like a formidable team this year. And that's what they did. Detroit.
I like Detroit. But no, when I stopped liking them was their defense was getting exposed in the middle of the year, and then they cleaned it up. I didn't.
Yeah,
So
they cleaned that D up a little bit. Not too
much, but enough. And like
And
Lil
yes,
T
and
said,
yes, go ahead.
the
Yeah.
Ravens, I don't know. We'll see, man. I just don't see anybody beating them right now. But
No, Terrell's right. The Ravens looks the best out of everybody. I think so.
Historic defense.
You know, their defense do look well. You know what I mean? But and 112 Cool says agree with Terrell. Yeah.
With that being said, if that dude beats that Ravens team,
I know, man.
With that being said, I'm just saying, if
Beanz wants to say
a red if he beats that Ravens team,
woo,
yeah.
Listen, if he pulls out that Ravens win,
I'm telling you,
got a crown. You got a crown. Not as the best, but he coming.
But he's coming. Yeah, I agree.
You heard what I said. I'm gonna put it back up.
I agree.
Terrell said he thinks the Ravens looks the best out of all of them. That is true. But like I said last week, Magic Patty, you can't count Magic Pat out. He's gonna bring something to the game this weekend. Trust me, he is. It's not no rollover because you guys are playing superb defense. He's gonna study. Yo, the kid's a student of the game, guys. Give it to him a little bit.
If he beats the Ravens, they will win the chip. I'm gonna put it that way. If he beats the Ravens, I think they'll win the chip. If they do.
I agree. I think the AFC winner is gonna win, but I'm going against the Ravens. I mean, I'm going against the Chiefs, but with caution. With caution. Like the way I'm gonna bet this game, I'm betting with caution.
No, for real.
I'm not taking. I'm not laying 3.5. Hell no. I ain't laying that much. Not against Pat Mahomes. No way, man.
Magic Pat, yo, just say it. Just say it. I named it.
Magic Pat.
You can't count
Shondo, I'm buying like a whole point.
I was gonna ask you, what are you buying?
I'm buying a whole point. I'm bringing that shit down to like 2.5, maybe 2, depending, man. But I'm not playing with that dude, man. Like, and the reason why I'm bringing it down to 2.5 because I feel like they both got good field goal kickers, so I feel like it's gonna be a 3-point game.
Do y'all know what the weather's gonna be?
That's what I'm predicting.
What's the weather?
They predicting some rain. Some rain might come in.
Baltimore, that ain't
messing with Pat.
That ain't magic.
Oh no, that ain't nothing. You see what he did in the wind.
NFL history.
That ain't messing with
Yeah.
So,
that it's gonna definitely be a 3-point game.
112
it's definitely gonna be a 3-point game, man.
Said, yes, I think. Remember that game was at the beginning of the season, guys. Was that game number 2 of the season 3? That was somewhere there when they.
That's a different Ravens team now. 112 Cool. That's a different Ravens.
No, she's saying the Lions beat Magic Pat on banner night.
But that was the first game of the year, though.
That was the first game.
Right.
Yo, shout me and Stoney picked that too. We picked that.
Yeah, we picked that one. Yeah, that was a good hit. That was a good hit because they raising the banner, all the distractions, and a lot of times those defending champs they usually lose or it's a tight game.
I'll tell you one thing. This is the disclaimer. I gave the dude Magic. I gave Pat Mahomes the name Magic Pat. If anybody brand that, they owe me bread. That's just right now. Just telling you guys that.
You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to fix that because listen, I've never heard nobody call him Magic Pat. Y'all know I threw that out.
He don't even got a nickname right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought that was his nickname. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna front. I thought that was really what they called that.
I call him Showtime Mahomes. Like every time. Showtime, baby.
Yeah, no, for real. He's real deal.
That's what he's real deal. How he embraces the moment. Like, yo.
He don't look scared, bro.
That's what it is.
You see him on the bench when
never scared.
He was like, yo, you see him with his hand like this. I ain't
That's the one thing that I see. And obviously, like, he's in, it's like with Brady. Remember Brady used to just be he was and then when they scored, he just started practicing that throw. When he was When other teams scored, he
when it was
jumped right up
time
and started
to
throwing
drive,
that.
yeah.
I'm like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I'm thankful to see a lot of those games, if not all of them. I didn't miss any of those games, you know.
Yeah.
So
and Pat reminds me of that.
Yeah,
it reminds me of that. You know,
I'm telling you, I think
he's not flustered by any of that shit.
I think the kid's a student in the game, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I think there's some guys that just don't like study. They just think, based on athleticism and talent, they got that. This kid he got all of that, and he still probably goes home and sit down and be on the iPad watching plays, bro.
You know
like,
what his best?
He surveys the field really. He surveys the field really well. Really well, man. That's his gift, his skill. He could see
y'all seen that throw when he was going out of bounds. They thought he was going out of bounds.
With the left hand. Left.
He improvises. He's one of the best improvisers I've ever seen since I've been watching football. He's one of the best.
He's really good
improvisers. I know Brett Favre used to do stuff and Aaron Rodgers.
His body mechanics is off the.
Aaron Rodgers, man. That dude right there, he was an animal with that shit.
You can't play with
some shit.
Aaron Rodgers has a strictly arm talent.
Strictly arm talent. That's
strictly arm talent. Like that shit. Some of them.
But Pat Mahomes would throw that shit lefty. Like what the fuck? Where that come from?
That Aaron made against Dallas that one year. That sideline joint when he was going out of bounds.
That sideline joint
on the rope. I said, man.
To the tight end.
You see the defensive back was like, he wasn't supposed to throw that like that.
Listen, to me, that was the illest throw I seen him throw. Like I think that I seen a lot anybody throw, because not only he made that throw, they won the game on that throw. They won the game on that throw. That shit. That was a fourth down, I think. That was fourth down.
One of the illest throws I've seen is one Magic Pat threw a sidearm and the ball went around the defensive.
I ain't gonna front.
What's that movie? What was that movie when they were shooting the bullets and the bullets were curved?
That's the joint. I forget that.
He curved the football.
Angelina Jolie and them. It was
Wanted.
Yeah, there you go.
He curved the football.
That pass goes Stoney. When Brady pump faked that joint in that AFC Championship against Pat and hit Philip Dorsett in the bucket.
Before the half.
That's crazy, dog.
That bass was crazy. That was before the half. I remember that.
He pump faked me out.
Right in the bucket, man. That was right in the bucket. And he caught it that way too. He caught it like that. Like he had a bucket in his hand. Like
Terrell, once it was Pat throws that ball like he shoots that like it was a curved bullet. I'm trying to tell you, this dude.
Yeah, Pat is busy, man.
That's why we ain't jumping on it. I know you guys are like, y'all saying, pump your brakes on the whole thing like that. But I'm telling you, if that game is tight, like white draws.
Look, I like that.
Yeah, I like that, right?
I'm willing to bet the first half.
That might be one of your best.
You like that, right?
You need to do a little short for that one, B. I like that.
Y'all like that? No, but for real.
With the right joints with the little blue racing streak at the top, right?
Tidy whiteys, yo.
Tidy
whiteys, yo. I'm trying to tell you, but if it get tight like tidy whiteys, don't. That's when he thrives.
I agree with you because
he thrives when he knows he's in the game, man. When he knows he's in the game, he thrives, man.
No, I agree with you because Lamar hasn't been in that situation when he's had to be, obviously in that tight. He got the home field, but he hasn't had that game-winning drive in the playoffs. What I'm trying to say. So I agree with that. That's the advantage Mahomes if they keep it close.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it ain't rocket science with Mahomes. He got the ball at the end. They're most likely going to win. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, until he doesn't.
You notice the Chiefs, they really turn it on in the second half. That's why I'm willing to bet the first half, because the Chiefs are always losing in the first half for some reason. They start slow and a lot, like Super Bowl, going back to Super Bowls.
You're right. Especially
if you notice that, right? And in the second half, man, they just turn it on.
They did that shit to us in the AFC Championship game, man. We was popping their ass in the first
popping their ass, right? And then they came in the second half. Philly last year in the Super Bowl. Philly was beating them up, and they came
Shout out to
second
Andy
half.
Reid though for making adjustments. That's coaching.
That is great. Andy Reid, one of the greats, though.
He's one of the great coaches, though. He is. I give it to him.
He's one of the few people that I've seen with a frozen mustache. Literally, man. That shit had like frozen ice.
And he don't even care. He didn't even care. He was just out there like a big walrus, like
hell yeah.
He didn't out there Andy Reid for him to be a
great. I remember that Big Ben
dude, man. You know what?
Holmes.
I don't hate him, man. He always been a class act, man. He's been a class act.
Yeah, Big Ben did throw a nice.
Was that against the Cardinals?
Yeah, that was a
yeah, I remember that.
What was that? What was that? Like some?
It was a better catch than the pass, though. It was a better catch.
You remember what happened with that?
Wasn't it a tiptoe at the back of the end zone?
Yeah.
Beanz, you remember where you was at when that happened, Beanz? Let me see how good your memory is. Remember where you was at and what happened? Think about that Super Bowl against the Cardinals. What was going on?
Nah, I can't.
I'm gonna let you know quick. We lost. Remember, we lost that pot, that money with Jalik.
Oh yeah,
remember that?
Right.
Remember? You remember that?
Yo, those
man, me and Beanz lost money, man, with that pot too. A nice pot of money we lost on that throw.
Shout out to Jalik. I know you think the Knicks gonna win the championship because they got Anunoby, typical New York fan.
Yeah. Yo, shout out Jalik, man. Hopefully your Knicks start to doing something, man.
They been playing well. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They playing good.
You know, but you know what? You know what it is, man. You know what it is. They hate Boston Celtics. They hate Boston Celtics. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. They know they gotta get. They know. I don't care if the Knicks is playing like superstar.
Yo, can I say something?
They can't. They know they can't mess with the C's.
Shout out to Brunson. I did not think Brunson would be that good. I didn't see it.
You serious?
I knew he.
I didn't see it either. But the
bad
hard for the
bad on Dallas. Bad on Dallas, man.
Everybody is because you got to play with Luka, who you got to watch. You got to watch dribble the ball for 48 minutes. It's like
that's coaching, though. You got to put in some sets to.
Yo, I watched Dallas last night.
I wouldn't let him go.
The worst team.
So hold on, guys. Before we move on, I know we jumping all over the board
later.
So let's save that for the NBA talk. Let's just finish the line. We did we get into the lines of 49ers? We already have no. Y'all know how. Oh. Before we move on,
look at stats. He's getting 49ers. He's getting ready.
Yeah.
Before we hold that shoulder. Yo, he's leaning to the side like, yo.
Hold on. Before we move on, do you guys have
they losing?
Any betting?
They're gonna lose to Detroit.
Any picks or any betting for this weekend on the Cincinnati Ravens parlays or anything like that? Do you have anything going?
Baltimore Ravens.
Yo, did I say Baltimore Ravens?
Oh, shit. You just
I didn't say Cincinnati Ravens.
That's an old matchup right there.
Yeah. Did I say that?
Yo, I didn't say that. Corona then,
yeah, maybe that's what it is. Nah, I didn't say Cincinnati Ravens. How can I say Cincinnati Ravens?
You said Cincinnati Ravens.
You think it's a playoff game from a couple of years ago?
He think Pete Rose is playing for Cincinnati.
Nah, man, they playing
Cincinnati Reds. Nah, man. Come
Kansas
on,
City.
Don't do that to me.
No, look. All seriousness.
Yeah, all seriousness.
This how much respect I got for Mahomes right now. I ain't gonna lie, he earned it because shit, he ate up my pockets, man, and not in a good way.
We'll talk about San Francisco in a second. Give us a second.
But I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna buy it down because it's 3.5 right now. Baltimore is favored by 3.5. I ain't laying that against Kansas City, so I'm gonna buy that whole point, bring it down to 2.5 because I feel like it's gonna be a field goal game. But I'm even willing. I ain't even hating on anybody who's just picking Baltimore to just straight win. It's gonna be a little expensive, but I feel like that's how tight this game is gonna be. So I'm gonna buy down to 2.5, and I'm also considering just taking the money line. It's gonna be a little expensive, but I'm just taking Baltimore to just straight win. Like I'm not confident in laying 3.5 or even 3.
Yeah, that's too tight.
Because I feel like it's gonna be back and forth. Last person have the ball, so I'd rather just cover myself and just take the 2.5. They can win by 3 or just straight win. That's how I'm looking at this game. That's the only way I'm looking at this game right now.
I'm picking San Fran money line. I mean, they're favored, but I'm gonna parlay that with the over. I'm gonna do a little zig and zag because I'm afraid to just pick any Because I got, but you know what? I have to do the over though, Crook, because I have to build my plus up from picking San Fran to win outright. So if I pick money line and then if I pick Chiefs money line, it won't pay out as much as if I pick the money line from San Fran and the over. It seems like there's good value for me. And in the rain, those teams ain't gonna be that ain't gonna hurt them. You know what I mean? Because even so, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson's basically a running back. He can get you 2 touchdowns. I don't know. The weather wasn't that great last week, so and Mahomes and them have been playing in 20-degree weather. So man, I don't think it's gonna be 20 degrees in Baltimore this week. So I like the over in San Francisco money line. And if you want, I can give you the payout if you give me a second.
Oh, and real quick too, though, I got a good one that you might like too. I'm taking Lamar Jackson's rushing yardage over. I think it's 59.5. I'm gonna take
that's all day.
Excuse me, I'm gonna take the over on that one. I'm gonna take my shot with that. I'm gonna take the over on that player prop.
You guys listen to that bet, man. Stoney and Doe just gave you guys some nice bets to look out for, to think about.
Are we gonna talk about 49ers Detroit?
Yes, we are. We're moving on to that. I just wanted to get the bet. I just want to get the bets out of the way. Anything you had on Cincinnati and Ravens, but then we moving on now to the
I'll tell you what I like on that game, and
then you can tell us what you like. So we gave y'all the bets on the what picks we look like, what we like on the
Beanz, real quick, I'm sorry. One of the viewers asked for Deebo Samuel. He's actually practicing today.
Okay.
Someone asked on the chat about Deebo. He's practicing today. He came back today.
Okay. I think you guys could respond on that chat when y'all want to, you know. Y'all can respond on y'all own. Just type it in.
Well,
in the chat.
I'm sorry, it wasn't on the chat. It was like on the screen.
On the comments. You see on the side, you see how you should be able to get on the comments and write in the comments if you see it. You should be able to do that, Doe and Stacks. Y'all should be able to write in the comments. Just
I see it. Oh, okay.
Yep. So you can respond. Help me out with the responding. You know, when y'all can to some of these questions.
1-2 cool. Deebo is he's practicing, so we'll see about that.
Right.
And Ertz did join the Lions.
Ertz joined the Lions.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz. Yeah.
I mean, Laporte is playing.
Wasn't Zach Ertz like out of football or hurt or something?
Yeah, he was on the couch. He was on the couch with Who was on the couch with? He was with this dude, Joe Flacco. He was with Flacco. Him and Flacco was chilling.
So y'all think he could have passed the physical to get out there and play in the NFC Championship?
Well, they passed it already.
He did play this year a little bit.
He played a little bit this year.
He got hurt.
Okay. I don't know how that would help them, but the kid Laporta is a beast. Maybe he is really hurt. Maybe he's really hurt. You know,
he's hurt, but he's playing. But he's playing through that pain. Yeah, definitely.
He still ain't the same Laporta though.
The cards waved them. Okay, the cards waved Hurts. Okay, Hurts. I wonder because Hurts came out of Philly, right?
Deebo is out. Deebo will be out. 112 cool. Deebo will be out. He's out.
He
didn't practice this week. Yeah, he didn't practice this week. His shoulder's killing him.
He practiced today.
They saying he practiced today. That's what.
I heard he didn't practice.
Yeah, I see him on
an hour. They updated an hour ago, though, Stoney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that shoulder's gonna be rough. Well, he better not. He better try not to land.
Yeah, that
has to try not to land on that shit.
This is a chance to go to Super Bowl, Stoney. That joint getting shot up. You know that.
Oh, it's getting shot up and wrapped, no doubt.
True. So, yeah, man, the next game, we are talking about it right now, is the 49ers is going to be taking on the Lions. That's the later game at 6:30, guys. Is that 6:30 or 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock or 6:30?
6:30.
6:30. So that's
like 1 and 3 and half hour between and 6.
Yeah, 6.
Okay,
that next one 6:30.
Yes, the next. So that'll be the nightcap. The game against the 49ers against the Lions. The Lions are traveling to San Fran for this game.
+7.
+7.
They're +7. The Lions, yeah, underdogs +7.
So that's going to be an interesting game. Like I said, I think the game is going to be interesting. I don't think it's going to be, some people might say differently, like 49ers might run all over them, but the Lions prove they can run with the best of them. I think so. That's my prediction. I think they might make the game interesting if they mess around and have what's the catalyst for any team? Turnovers. If they have turnovers early in this game, forget about it. You cannot turn the ball over against San Fran. I know Stacks is about to jump in on me and give me all the San Fran lowdown and about what's going on with this team. But I think the Lions might be able to run, play ball with them. I'm not saying they're gonna win. I think they'll be able to run with them. With that being said, what you guys think about this Lions 49ers game? Any one of you guys could jump in.
Yeah, well, look. I think San Fran's on upset alert. And yep, I said it. They're on upset alert.
Good. That's a good
so,
one. That's fair.
So the way I'm looking at this game, it's gonna be tight. Sorry about this, Shondo, but I think it's gonna be low scoring. I think they're gonna run the ball. Heavy dose of Jahmyr Gibbs. I think on the San Fran side, they're gonna run the ball as well, just because of Purdy and his uncertainty and those throws he made last week. I think they're gonna try to play it safe with him. So I think this is gonna be a lot of running, a lot of just short passes and just trying to play it safe. Golf, he doesn't play too well outdoors. So I think it's just a recipe for a low scoring game. I'm playing it Lions +7, under 51.5. I'm gonna take the Lions plus the points. I'm gonna take the under, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the Lions money line. It's a long shot, but it's one of the last long shots that I'm taking. So I think that the Lions they can pull it off, especially if it's a tight game. Purdy might tighten up, he might make a bad throw or whatever it may be, but yeah, that's how I'm going to attack it. I'm going to take the Lions +7, under 51.5, and a little bit on the money line for the Lions.
That's not bad. I mean, I'm looking at it like all year there was one player other than Lamar who impressed me. I mean, it ain't a big surprise, but man, McCaffrey, man, that dude, man, is just, for me, he's the X factor. I mean, Purdy is Purdy. It doesn't matter to me for either way, but McCaffrey, man, it's just like you can't stop him, bro. Like, it's like, this is the year I've never seen. I didn't like how they were force feeding him for that record, but other than that, the way they're using him, passing game, running game, they know how they pick their spots with him. As far as the play calling is just, they just know, like he just goal line, everything. He's just a threat from anywhere on the field. I just think he's the guy. The money line's kind of high. I didn't realize. I think it went up.
Oh, I could have told you. It got to be like what, 400?
It was 3 something. It was 3 something.
Yeah, it's too high. You would have to parlay that with something.
What I would do,
you got to parlay with something.
I'm gonna take from you, Stoney. I'll do the under for this game and the over for the under for this game and the over for KC and Baltimore. Yeah, I didn't realize the money line was that high. I didn't think it started that high. I could be wrong.
I mean, they plus, they 7-point favorites, so it's going to be in that area,
Yeah, it was 3 something. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But that being said, I just think McCaffrey's that guy, man. I think it's that's just where I stand on that. But that being said, I think I think 7 is way too high, in my opinion.
If I was the Lions defensive coordinator, what's his name? What's the Lions defensive coordinator? He played good football.
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. Yo, just tell the dudes to hit Caffrey in the right thigh, man, and then in the left thigh and slow him down. That's it. That
Right.
thigh's hurting. That
Exactly.
thigh's
The
hurting.
only thing I'm worried about on the Detroit side is they secondary. They secondary give up a lot of yards, but Purdy don't really throw it down the field like that. He loves to throw those little short passes, yard after catch. That's like his bread and butter. So I don't, that it offsets. He doesn't throw too long, and the Lions, they secondary is not too good. So hopefully that'll play a part, and we'll give it a shot, man.
I think this game gonna come down to coaching, man. I think whichever coach makes the best adjustments, whichever coach puts in the right scheme. I just think Shanahan gonna out-coach this dude, man.
Shanahan does have the upper hand. I agree with you, Stacks. Shanahan does have the upper hand. This other coach, he's like a gunslinger.
Yeah, I think Shanahan gonna out-coach him. I think Shanahan gonna put in the plan. Think he's seeing how Purdy was last week. I don't think he's gonna let Purdy do too much. I think he's gonna put the ball in McCaffrey's hands. If Debo plays a lot, you're gonna see a lot of flare screens, a lot of bubble screens to Debo, and a lot of dinking and dunking. And I'm telling you what he also gonna do is put the team in his defense's hands. He's gonna let his defense. He's gonna get out. They're gonna get after Golf, man. I mean, Bosa and my man on the other side, they're gonna get after Golf a little bit.
Who that? Chase?
Yeah, Chase. Linebacker, the best linebacker in the league, Fred Warner to me.
Oh, Fred Warner, man. Damn, I would rather have that guy on my team, man.
Don't forget Greenlaw too.
Greenlaw.
Yeah. Oh, Greenlaw is a beast, man.
Yeah, so I just think they're gonna put the game in
speed
defense hands. But 49ers always been drafting linebackers for years now.
Oh my goodness, let's go back to Patrick Willis.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite middle linebackers.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites, man. Besides Ray Lewis is my all-time favorite. Ray Lewis, all-time favorite. But
Navarro Bowman. Remember Bowman was there.
Bowman was good.
Yeah, they've been drafting.
And they had this other kid that kept getting in trouble. He was with the 49ers, I think.
Yeah,
he kept getting in trouble, man. He was good too.
Was it Not Gregory? No.
Alden
Smith.
Alden Smith?
Yeah, but he was defensive end though.
But he played a little. They moved
but
him.
He was good though.
No. He was always a lineman. Even in college.
Yeah, he was always a lineman.
They
always had a good D line and linebacker corps, man. They draft well in that area, man.
You know what scares me about? I'm sorry, quick. You know what scares me about Detroit though? You guys said it. We really didn't talk about it. If this guy goes for it on 4th and 3 or some weird shit at his own 30 in the first quarter, he'll do some shit like that.
Not against that defense. No.
That's what I'm saying, Stacks. I hope he.
You mean the coach for the Lions?
Yeah, Campbell.
Dan Campbell. Listen, Dan Campbell cannot be goofing around. He can't play no goofball. He can't goofball this one. He can't be goofballing around. Yeah.
I agree.
You're totally right.
Doing this like it's week 10.
You hit it right on the nose.
Atlanta Falcons, you're gonna go for it on your own 35.
Yeah, he can't be playing those type of games.
Fake punt, that go for 2 points at the end of the game. That's why you
they better just hope the weather. They hope the weather is just pretty decent in San Fran. That's what the Lions better hope, that it's not a windy, rainy, cold San Fran day, because then the Lions are gonna gel up. But if the weather's pretty decent out there, I see the Lions pretty, kind of, like I said, competing. I just think they're going to compete. That's all I said.
Yeah, you can't be the best in the playoffs against this team. You got to make sure that's gambling.
Yeah, you can't play with the San Fran.
You can't play like that in the playoffs.
Yeah. Not with San Fran.
Not with San Fran. If they were playing, right?
This ain't the goddamn Dallas Cowboys here. Right. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the Cowboys here.
And the oh man, listen. I know 49ers is dangerous, but if the 49ers win, I think they might not be able to beat either or team.
I think they could beat KC.
You think they'll beat KC?
Yeah, they could beat KC because
right with the defense, because of the defense.
The
defense, because of the defense. You're right, totally right. But the Lamar thing, I'm sure they don't want it. He's the equal. They don't want to see him.
And Baltimore's defense is ridiculous.
Yeah, they don't want to see him.
Their defense is They great. And you know, on the low, they held Houston to
112.
what?
Cool.
No touchdowns. I mean, no touchdown. I mean, there was special teams touchdown, but
112.
that's about it.
Cool. We like your optimism about Dan Campbell, but listen, 112. If you watch football like we do, Dan Campbell makes some questionable calls at certain points in the game where people question his coaching style at certain times. So, and Shanahan makes the correct calls. Like, you know,
Shanahan's a great coach, man.
He's a great coach. Listen, it is what it is. Sometimes I get aggravated with the Shanahan tree thing.
He didn't make that correct call against the Patriots when he was Atlanta Falcons offensive coordinator. Don't forget.
Yeah. During the Super Bowl, you mean? During the Super Bowl?
He didn't run the ball.
Should have ran the ball.
Ironically, right? Which he likes to do in San Fran.
He likes to do.
It's amazing.
But maybe he learned his lesson.
I'm just saying we gotta tell the whole story.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point, though.
It's a good point. He hasn't won anything. You're right. Great point.
He ain't the same coach then. Like that.
No, he's definitely not the same coach. He learned from that. He learned from that mistake. That's why he has a run-heavy team. Look, he has a run-heavy team. Don't he have a run-heavy team?
Yeah.
McCaffrey, Debo. That's run-heavy, right? So
Debo.
Yeah, so
Debo ain't gonna be running, hopefully, because they might get that boy killed. They try to run.
Well, you know they're gonna go after that Detroit.
I'll tell you this: that's a tough. They hit.
They ain't put. That's what I'm saying. Detroit's not just gonna. The only mistake Detroit will make in this game is turnovers early. Remember that, guys, when we're watching on Sunday.
Yeah, I agree with that. Golf got to be tight.
You know, and I know we're doing it. I don't know if we're doing. I hate to bring that up in between the show, but we should have talked this off the air. But we might be doing another late post game show on Sunday night. What y'all think?
Yeah, it's only right. It's only right, man. We're gonna be amped, man. We're gonna be
not come on after the show.
Yo, when we talk about
that's when Stoney's at his best. That's when you're gonna get the real Stoney.
Listen, when we start,
he might cut y'all ass out again.
No, look, right.
Hey, Crook, you know I love you. I don't want no smoke.
Nah, listen, I'm gonna be cool, man. You know, look, I'm gonna let it be known, man. I was tight over that Bills game, and it showed. It showed. Yeah. I felt like I should have came on to the show late. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though it was late, I should have came on a little late. I should have cooled off a little bit, got myself together, then came on. I shouldn't have came on right after the.
Hey, it's like
because I was tight.
It's tight. Like when the Celtics lost to Denver.
Listen, I had everything on
my calls, none of my texts. You post something about, hey, we'll get him next time. He likes your shit.
Yo, I had everything on that game.
Nothing to do with me.
That loss bothered me, man. It just bothered me, man. It just bothered me, man. Like Joe Mazzulla, man.
So let's segue right into it, guys. We are an hour and 7 minutes into the show.
Real quick, we'll be on next Sunday late talking about Detroit versus the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
No, Cincinnati.
Don't say that, man.
Nah, man.
Stop. I made one mistake, man.
Wow,
I made one. Hold on.
I said something legit. Detroit.
I made one mistake since the BCS. How you gonna get me from one mistake since the BCS? This was way back in September. One mistake.
No, but hey. But listen. Nobody no more though. I'm making my strides.
So Celtics winning at halftime 77-64 against the Heat.
Okay, so did y'all throw out y'all picks and everything for this 49ers before we move on?
Yeah. Detroit +7 in the under.
Okay,
and
cool.
Sprinkle
anything,
on the money line.
Did you have
a little bit on the money line on
Detroit? You got Baltimore, right?
I got Baltimore -2.5 or the money line. I don't like. I like both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either you take them on the money line or you definitely buy it down to 2.5. Definitely. Don't take the 3. Don't take 3.5. Trust me when I tell you.
Listen to that, guys. Stoney just gave y'all a gem. Listen, respect Mahomes.
Respect Mahomes. Buy it down. Buy that point down.
So I'm gonna do the under in San Fran one more time. The under for San Fran and the over for Baltimore KC. Beans, who'd you end up picking? You end up going with Magic Mahomes?
Well,
that's his bread and butter.
That's my bread and butter. I gotta stick with Magic Pat. So Magic
Pat,
man.
I'm not mad at you.
Can I just say? Let me just say a quick story with Beans, and I was proud of Beans after this day. I was proud of him. Last year, me and Beans, we went to the Encore to place our bets. And Beans, he usually rides what I take. He usually tails me on my picks, but I made my pick. I took Philly. Then he went to pick. He looked at me. He looked at the guy at the window. He's like, "Yo, give me KC."
Okay.
And he did it on the low, and I was proud of him, man, because he ended up winning, and I was hating. He said, "Yo, Riz, man, you my man and all, but yo, I had to take KC,
no, I fuck
man.
With Beans. Remember that
I had
show
to take
early in the year
KC."
when
I said, "Yo, I like that, man. You did what you had to do, man. Because look, you know, it worked out for you."
Remember that show early in the year? Beans was making picks on the air, but he was like going against the Patriots. What'd you do, Beans?
Beans be doing. He be doing this on the low sometimes, man.
You picked the Patriots, man?
Yo, Beans
man,
used to,
I had to do the money line, bro. Nah, man, you know.
Beans used to roll with me, but Beans, he's learning though. He's learning.
That last minute, that mind, tell him Beans, that mind start thinking.
When that mind clicks,
no, but I encourage him. And I tell him that all the time.
But no, I rocked with you. No, I rocked with you.
No, I always tell you too. I said, "Yo, if you feel different, do your thing."
I rocked with you with those the Texans. You was like, "Yo, nil," and I felt it too. I felt the Texans at that point when in the wild card. So I rocked with you then. It's not like
y'all should have picked Denver last week when I told y'all to pick Denver with the money line. I actually did.
You did say that.
I told y'all.
You sure enough did.
That would have been some good money because they were plus.
You did say that. You did say that. So yeah, guys, let's move on to the NBA talk.
Rewind the show. Rewind the show. Go back to the show when he said he don't bet against his home team, though.
No.
When was that? When was that? Like
I don't bet
episode 20.
I didn't say I don't bet against them. I don't bet on them.
Hey, listen. You got it.
I know. It's still sucker shit.
I ain't want to say it.
Yo, hey, remember that? I remember now.
Hey, Stacks, I'm trying to get that money to buy some gear, bro. I need to get.
Now I remember that pick you was talking about. That was when I took the. I think it was the Jets game. That first Jets game.
Anytime the Celtics play a team with a good coach, they might lose. Just put it that way. Mazzulla, like Kendrick Perkins said it best. Joe Mazzulla, sometimes if you put his brain inside of a bird, the bird might fly backwards. That was well said.
On that one.
But T, I like Mazzulla, man. I don't know. I like him, man.
Sometimes in the moment it gets too big for him.
You're right. Last year with the timeouts.
I like Mazzulla, but what do you not
timeouts, right?
I don't like his
last year with the timeouts, I admit he fumbled and he admitted it.
When you see Jokic starting to go to work, you got to bring that double. You have to bring that double. You have to bring that double
and sacrifice it. Right.
You got to bring that double, single JB on Jamal Murray. And you have to bring a heavy double from the opposite side on Jokic and make him become a passer, even though he's great at that. But you cannot allow him to go one-on-one and bust your ass. You can't do that. Joe has to adjust that, and he has to use his bench. Hauser should not have played that game. Brissett should have been in the game, period. Brissett should have played more because, though, he can get to that double team quicker, Brissett, and he's more athletic than Hauser. So he has to make those right goddamn adjustments.
Yeah, me and you agree on that.
Let me tell you something else he could have did that game, though. He has to run action. When JB and JT are doing their one-on-one thing, you have to run screens and curls off the opposite side instead of just having them guys standing there just watching him, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
You gotta watch the game. He does that. He has to make those adjustments. He has to.
Even I agree. Tonight when they beat Dallas, they just weren't running. Sometimes they don't run anything. Even
I'm just hoping he learns. I'm hoping he learns from these games. He has to learn by the time we get to that postseason. He has to clean all that shit up.
Right now, he just has a team right now that's just better than everybody. That's what
it is. Okay.
He has a team right now that's better than everybody. He doesn't have to do much coaching because them guys are that good. So when it comes down to crunch time, you see him over there, he wiping his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he has, when it comes down and he got to really get down and gritty and figure shit out, he chokes sometimes. That's what I'm saying about him.
So maybe he need Brad. Maybe he needs Brad.
That's a good observation.
Maybe he needs Brad. Maybe he needs Brad to be in some of these coaching, some of these practicing sessions.
Maybe
sure he's there a little bit.
Brad's in those things. So is Jeff Van Gundy. But at the end of the day, if you, I don't know the guy. I don't know nothing about him. I'm saying this is. I just feel this way though. I don't feel
and like Sam Cassell's there too.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's the type of coach. He's gonna listen, but I automatically think he's just gonna go for what he wants to do. So them having Cassell and all them is great, but my point is, I don't really believe he takes everything they say, because I know Cassell came from that Dark Rivers, which I'm not saying that's a great thing, but what I'm saying is they run stuff. Say what you want about Dark, he runs.
He runs sets. He runs plays. He runs sets.
Don't.
Yes, he does.
You know, Ty Lue runs stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So, good, man. Shout out to
shout out to Ty Lue for sure. I told Stacks offline. To me, he's up there. He's up there. I mean, Spo, obviously, and you got you know who you got, but Ty Lue's up there, and Cassell's from that tree, that way of thinking. And so far, the only thing I've seen with them is they do take more timeouts this year than they did last year. He kind of stops runs. He's using his bench. It's up and down. I wish they would use Brissett more. For me personally,
that bench got to be used more. He has to.
Got to be used more. I don't know.
They got to use him more. They got to get that experience.
That rookie should not be in the G League. Period. He's a big 6'8", 6'9", 7'3" wingspan. He could help us off that bench. I ain't saying he should dominate no minutes.
Who, the kid in the main clause?
Yeah, the kid Jordan Wall. Wall should be playing 10 to 12 minutes a game, period. He should be coming in. He should be JB's backup. And Hauser should be a situational guy. That's it. Hauser shouldn't be playing some nights. He shouldn't play. When his shot ain't falling, he shouldn't play. He's in the game. He's in the game to shoot threes. I mean, shout out to Pritchard. Pritchard's playing better since he got the bag.
Definitely playing real well.
Yeah,
Pritchard's playing good ball. He's playing good ball. He's not turning it over.
Shout out to Beanz. Pritchard playing good ball. Pritchard playing good ball off the bench. And I'm telling you, he has to use that bench more. But I think the kid Walsh.
But don't y'all think? Look at this. Okay, not to cut you. You just said Pritchard's playing better ball.
Yeah.
Somebody made a move this week. Somebody picked up Scary Terry. Who's
Miami?
Miami. Great move.
Great move.
Don't that change that changes the dynamic for the
Of course it does, and he's gonna be a better player with Miami. That's what I tell you, Miami. That's what Miami does every year. That's what they do, man. They just when they picked up Lowry, it was the same situation. When they grabbed him, he helped that team in so many ways.
And
he brought structure as a guard to that team.
Got a contract extension. He's going nowhere.
No, not rightfully so. He shouldn't go nowhere.
He shouldn't go nowhere. That's Spo.
Right? Rightfully so. That's
Spo. Yeah. I'm not. Are you crazy? I'm not. He's like Popovich. That's the modern day Popovich.
And plus, Tony, that's Pat Riley's handpicked guy. Like
handpicked.
Yeah, you know what I love about that contract? You know what I love about that contract for Spo? He signed it after he got divorced. Shout out to Spo. He knew what was going on.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Hey, man,
read that
info.
Google that. That's for the culture.
That's for the culture. I was about to say that. That's
what you don't know. If you married, she can always take you back to court for alimony, dog. She can always
finalize it.
More money. Trust me when I tell you, dog.
And Florida's tricky like that.
Yeah, I know. I know somebody that just had it happen. That's why I just said that. I just talked to him a month ago. He going back to court. She found out he made more money, and now he's going back to court to pay more.
Florida's tricky.
Like damn, though. You gave the dude shout out too. You got him hot. Got him hot, man. She watching this show like what? Oh, hold on.
But if he got a good lawyer, he might have signed something like, "Yo, this is it."
You know I think he got over because she was.
He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right,
through a
man.
missing divorce too. Dame Lillard going through a bad one.
Oh, for
Yeah.
real?
Yeah,
Dame time.
Yeah, that's why he ain't. You notice he been like quiet, low key. You don't really be talking like that.
Yo, and speaking of them, what y'all think about that Milwaukee move, man? Damn, man, they fired dude.
Go ahead, Dove.
That was crazy.
Stop talking, y'all. This is talk. This is the talk.
Yo, they got the second best record, I think, in the league or in the conference. Like, what was that about?
Did Crook Beans. Doc Rivers on the low.
Oh, he's gonna. I'm glad they got Rivers because he's gonna choke.
He was giving them, the owner, the GM, he was giving them advice this whole year. Doc Rivers talking to Griffin, doing all this, and then he takes his job. Imagine that. That's like that's crazy.
Oh,
he was a snake.
So he was an
advisor.
He was an advisor. He was an
advisor giving advice to Griffin. So you know what it was probably going. That's crazy to me. I was never a big Doc fan. I think we could have won more with him, in my opinion.
He underachieved. He underachieved.
Yeah, he did. As a coach, he underachieved.
We should have won at least two. We should have won at least two.
At least two. So what he did for me, that was just, to me, that's just some sucker shit, man.
That's some foul shit what they did to that coach. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah, it's foul.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Stoney and Doe, Giannis, you fucking sucker. You gonna sit up there. No, the whole thing was beef in the locker room with Giannis' brother. That's why the man got fired. Giannis got the man fired, period. All right.
Oh, yeah. So he had squabbles with Giannis's little brother.
Yeah, shout out to Adrian Griffin. He stood up to him. I guess he said something fly in practice. Adrian Griffin was like, yo, why are you even in the league for?
Right.
He's supposed to be in the league. Look that shit up. And Giannis didn't like that shit. And then this sucker gonna sit up on TV yesterday say, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I'm not even like you the fake. There's no way they didn't consult Giannis about firing that man.
Exactly. There's no way. There's no way.
Instead of just sitting there and be like, I'd have respect for him, be like, yo, I wish him well. It didn't work out here. But for him to sit up there,
so it makes sense. It makes sense. I know.
Right. There's no way.
You know what?
That's some good little cheese.
No way.
I like that. I like that.
That's the league we're in right now. There's no way.
You know what? I kind of
gonna fire coach without a player with the superstar's consent.
Right after the man get fired, they doing the African dances in the layup line. I'm like,
that's shady.
Listen, that was a setup.
And they try to say the defense.
Let me tell y'all how that was
man,
set up.
that's shady.
Let me tell y'all how that was set up. I don't even really know too much about this, but what happened was when they realized that Giannis had a displeasure with the coach because of the situation with his brother, you had Doc on the side with next to the GM, next to the big bosses in them, like, this ain't gonna be good. I think you don't want to lose Giannis. You don't want to use Giannis' attention, and you don't want to lose his loyalty. So I think
check out the bigger move, those Stoney and Beans. Those are Adrian Griffin guys. Those are his guys on that bench. Now Doc's gonna come over and take over that team. Those ain't Doc's guys.
I know
those
that.
are Adrian Griffin's guys. It's like somebody said, God forbid something happened on the show. And Beans gets moved and somebody just come step right in, like boom, like no, you can't do that. Yo, Doc's a sucker. That organization, Karma's a bitch. You watch what I tell you, dog.
Karma's a bitch, and you know what Doc gonna do? He's gonna guide them dudes, but come playoff time, they're gonna come up short.
Every year, Stoney. Every year he does.
They're gonna come up short.
3-1 every year. 3-1.
Look, I don't care what. I mean, they trying to say the defense giving up a lot of points, all that. Nah, that's some bullshit. Listen,
I agree.
I don't care what that coach had to do because that's what I thought. I thought he did some personal shit when I originally saw that breaking news that they fired him, and I saw the record and everything because I wasn't really paying attention to the Bucks like that. When I saw that record, they second best, and all this 30-13, they like right behind us. I said this dude must have did something personal. And then when I read everything, that was a bad move for that organization. Horrible move. It looks bad. It looks classless, and it's gonna bite them in the ass because you don't do shit like that. You don't do shit like that. That shit could have waited.
I hope he get a good job. I hope he get a job somewhere.
He's not getting another job, Beans. I'll be shocked if he gets another job. I'll be shocked.
Serious, bro? Why wouldn't he though?
Griffin?
Yeah.
He'll get
I'll
a
be
job.
shocked.
Maybe
not, though,
as an
Stat?
assistant.
Why
I
not
think-
though?
Telling you, ask why Mark Jackson never got another job. You know that's shit.
But
that
no,
he got.
Mark Jackson was
Mark
preaching.
Jackson's on
No,
some
no,
other
no, no,
shit,
no, no,
though.
no, no, no.
I'm
Mark
telling you,
Jackson was preaching an ideology. That's what
Yeah, he
that
was
was
preaching
about.
ideology.
which I was
all
shocked
that.
to hear. I
Yeah,
didn't know
I'm
that.
telling you,
I thought it was
shit with
more
him, that shit with him was
bumping heads with the
internal.
owners. Excuse me.
That shit with
Sorry.
Adrian Griffin was internal, bro. It was the locker room, dog. I'm telling you, it had
I'm
nothing
trying to
do with-
remember Adrian Griffin. Is Adrian Griffin was he the cheerleading dude from Michigan State?
No.
Adrian Griffin with the Seton Hall.
He played for the Celtics, didn't he?
And
Well, hot
I
second,
didn't know
yeah.
it. But I don't know his history, but I know definitely not that.
He was on the Bulls.
His son's in the league. His son's in the league.
Hmm.
He played for Atlanta, right?
Yeah, his
Griffin
son played.
played for
Blake
somebody.
Griffin. That's
though.
Blake Griffin's dad.
Nah, I met.
No, I'm
Yo,
that's,
let me tell
my
you,
bad. That's cap. That's cap.
Yo, funny thing, I ran to Blake Griffin's dad at the All-Star game. And yo, Blake Griffin moms look just like him with red hair, yo. That shit's crazy.
Oh shit.
Yo,
Not a
what a
good look.
lightning, what a
Not a good
lightning in a bottle career. Think about that. We talking about the culture in basketball. What a lightning bolt career. Like he was lightning in a bottle and then was gone.
And shout out to
you
Blake
know
Griffin,
something?
man. He
Stacks,
Tony,
Think about
Stacks,
he made bread.
Yeah,
He
but
made
Stacks-
bread.
Stacks, you
bread,
could
and was
Stacks,
gone. He
what you
brought
think
Oh,
Hyundai
about
back.
that? You
He
think
brought the
Griffin was
Hyundai
too
back.
athletic? That
Kia,
his knees and everything,
right?
too much
Kia,
dunking,
Kia,
like
Hyundai
for his
Kia.
size.
Yeah,
Oh, the
I
dunk.
think for his size, he was
Yeah,
just
dunk.
too
dunk,
heavy.
Yeah, he was just that. When I'm tell you something, that athleticism to all y'all young players, that athleticism will leave at some point.
Just ask
At some
Dominique
point.
Wilkins.
If you
Better
use
work
it too much, you got to
better work
manage
on
it.
your game. You better work on your game. And
Yeah, you
shout
got to
out
manage it.
I'll tell you another one who worked on their game and their athleticism, that Derrick Rose. Derrick
Yeah.
Rose changed his whole
Yeah.
game up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
You know
still
what?
was
Let me
getting
say-
busy.
Explosiveness.
It still was getting busy.
I gotta give props what props is due. Russell Westbrook, man, listen,
I love that guy.
this guy.
I love Russell
That's why
Westbrook.
Clippers is where they're at right now. Not just Harden. He's coming off the bench. He's giving them 20 to 25 minutes playing. I mean, I know his shot selection is still suspect, man, but he is. Shout out to him, man, for taking that role.
I like
Yo, I
players
feel,
like
you
him,
know,
man. He plays, he balls, man.
He balls.
No matter what.
But you know what thing about Westbrook that he should have figured out how to coexist at some point in his career, and he would have got a championship.
Yeah,
He
I think he was chasing numbers though, Beans. In my
That's
opinion.
what I'm talking about. He was chasing too much numbers and not chasing the championships,
But now,
or trying to make sure he was in the right
He's
situation.
one of the few players
win.
that I can say.
I don't
plays-
get it. I don't
plays
understand
hard
that.
every
he
night.
plays hard every.
I'm sure-
That's what I was about
exactly
to.
that.
That's
He
that's.
plays-
I could
Man, he
jump. I
plays
could
so hard,
piggyback
man.
off of that. He
Like-
plays hard every night. He comes
I
to play,
respect
man.
that.
Every
I
night.
respect him, man. I respect the new Russell Westbrook, man.
I think
I always
it's
thought he was good.
He loves the game, man. He loves the game. He loves the game.
Only a certain amount of players that you can count them on one hand that play give you a 100 every single night.
Every
Yeah.
yep.
On
Every
both
single
ends of the
night.
court. No, for sure, man. He's.
Only-
I
it's
watch
only-
the
plays,
Clippers,
man.
man. They better walk. Shout out West for the Clippers, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, it might be the Clippers Celtics, man. That's a NBA
see
final
that.
prediction right there to go to the window with, you know.
The Clippers been chasing.
Kawhi
that
looked
hump.
like he figured something
long
out
they
And I
been
in
like
terms
what
of his
I like what
his low management.
Phoenix is starting to turn into something too, because we talk about defense. I watched that game. The coach Vogel. I know they still sure on their bench. I know they really can't do much maneuvering because they paid so much for those big three, but Vogel got them playing defense.
Yeah,
They're gonna
Vogel's
be-
always been known for defense.
Yeah,
He's
but
always
they
been
weren't-
known for
you're
that.
right, but they weren't playing it for a while. They were like just fucking around. Now it seems like they on that. They're buying in,
And they're healthy too.
and they're healthy. They got Josh Okogie. I remember seeing him. He's a good little bench, little defender off the bench. I've been watching them play a little bit. Because I got the ticket now, so I've been watching a couple of little games here and there. And you got OKC. Obviously, they're playing how they play.
I love OKC.
They deep, man. They got a deep little squad. Young, but
number one
deep.
team. They're the number one team in the West.
Minnesota's kind of coming back a little bit, down a little bit, coming back
down to earth.
Coming back down to earth a little bit. They still playing, but they definitely were overachieving as far as the pace they were on for wins. And
they announced the starters for the All-Star game today too.
And they brought the All-Star format back to normal. Stacks, the All-Star format changed again, right?
The All-Star format
East versus West.
Yeah, the All-Star.
They should have never changed it. Like, so
they went back to East versus West.
They should have kept it like that. They should have never changed it.
No,
that was whack.
Go back to the regular uniforms too. Go back to
LeBron and all that bullshit.
Uniform.
Yeah, go regular uniform. East West, man.
East West. Exactly.
Yeah. East West.
What was your favorite All-Star game? Mine was when Magic hit that shit. That was dope. When Magic
dope.
That was crazy.
Nah, my favorite was when Iverson and Marbury.
Oh yeah, they came back. That was like my
man.
That was dope. Yeah,
that was a great game, man. I was on that shit.
That was dope. That was dope,
man.
They came back. Was that the
Marbury
first?
Should have never left Minnesota, man.
Is it Elon? Am I saying that right? Did Elon finish?
Yeah, Elam finished.
Elam? Was that the first year they did that?
Yep. Yeah, for the West, of course, you got LBJ. You got shot.
He started?
Yeah, LeBron.
Come on, that's LeBron, man.
LeBron, man, that motherfucker's old.
He can't be starting that fucking game.
Man, it's amazing. He talking about he want to play with his son. He might.
It's not gonna happen.
LeBron,
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I don't
think so, man. I don't know if Bronny's doing anything in USC right now.
No, he's not. I don't know how well he's doing, but you know.
But it's like what happened with that? They didn't even really elaborate what happened when this dude had a stroke, man. Like
heart attack, not a stroke, a heart attack.
Like what the hell? Yeah, like what's up with that? They was
for the West. You got LeBron, of course, Jokic. You got KD, Luka, and you got Gilchrist. Then for the East, you got Giannis, of course. You got Embiid, Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. Shout out to Tyrese, he deserved that.
Oh, shout out to Halliburton.
Yeah, now, I got a problem with Dame Lillard starting. I thought Tyrese
he started.
All right. I thought Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
Maxey should have started that game.
Damian Lillard don't play defense. He don't play defense, man.
What's his name's having a better year than him? The dude from Cleveland, Mitchell.
Nah, or you could have went Brunson. I wouldn't argue with Brunson starting.
Well, Brunson would have been good to start it too. Yeah,
Brunson should have started. I agree. Brunson or Maxey, I thought should have been the starter over Dame. That's just my.
I'll tell you the trade. This is gonna be one of the craziest years for the trade deadline, man. It's gonna be they're predicting some crazy trades this year, man.
When's the deadline actually? That's February what?
After the All-Star break.
After the
All-Star break. Yep.
Lakers are going. They're going after Mitchell.
I don't see Cleveland. What the fuck they got the offer for Donovan?
Nothing.
He'd be a fool to go there.
I wouldn't go there.
Not really.
They're not even in the playoff hunt right now. They fucking sub 500 right now.
That's what I'm saying. But why would he go to LA, man? Why would he go there? LeBron's
man. They need to let go of that LA right now. They need to let that let's let that shit go.
That franchise is on its way out, man.
Let that shit go. They sold when they took Anthony Davis. They sold it. And they extended LeBron instead of trading him. I would have traded LeBron, man. I would have had that.
I would have did the same thing, Stoney.
I would have traded him, man. You got to be smart, man. The Lakers, they think this is not that big three era. This is a different era right now. This is a different era right now. They stuck in the past, man. You can't just be putting superstars together and thinking shit's gonna work. It ain't like that, man. Denver let you know.
They're gonna make a splash though. They're gonna trade some crazy trade though. You can believe that.
And it's gonna set them back.
What you think you trade Anthony Davis?
They ain't gonna trade AD. He just got a bag.
Yeah, they just gave him the money, man.
Yes. How long ago?
This summer, matter of fact, he get more money than JB. If you go by
this summer they gave him money.
Yeah, $186 million.
A re-up.
Bad move.
A re-up.
186.
They re-up on that dude.
Yo, they played themselves.
They should have got rid of LeBron. I would have traded LeBron so fast.
Nah,
man.
I would have got rid of AB. Like, what has he done for them?
Nah, because AB's younger. You know, you gotta trade LeBron.
I
He's
understand
older.
that. I know what you're saying, but
They basing it off of when AD's healthy. Now, when AD's healthy, he's something else now. But he's something else.
He's not healthy.
Yeah, but that's the problem. They basing it on when he's healthy.
Yeah.
So when he's healthy, now when he's healthy, that motherfuckers is monster, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
Yeah.
On both ends.
Look, the Lakers would have traded LeBron, got a good package that's gonna like really, you know, bring them into the next couple of years. You know, put them in good shape. They in bad shape right now.
Listen to what you're saying. Trade LeBron.
Yes, but this is for the future of the team. For the future, I know it's too late now. It's too late.
Yeah,
but
no, I'm just saying, like,
they should have did it.
I don't even think teams think about that, like trading LeBron, like, you know.
No, they don't. I know, but nobody thought of trading Joe Montana or trading Wayne Gretzky. Right. There's a lot of good players that got traded, and that those teams were better off. You know, it just you got to make that sacrifice sometimes for the future of the team. Like what they got now.
I believe you. I believe you.
They stuck right now.
I believe you.
They stuck, man. They're gonna probably be stuck for a while.
They should have sent LeBron to the Knicks.
And they would have gotten a lot for them. They would have had their whole lineup over there. They would have had youth, you know. They would have had Randall.
The Knicks would have took
Barrett.
Yeah,
they would have gave the kitchen sink, man, because the Knicks about bringing fans to the damn stadium, you know, for like 2 years or some 3 years, whatever. LeBron
he could have went to the Knicks.
There.
Or he could have went it. Or he could have went it. Oh, he could have went it. He could have went. He could have went to Philly. He could have went to Philly and played with Embiid. And
he damn sure could have. I thought when he left Cleveland, if he was smart, that would have been the move. He might be sitting on a couple more chips right now.
When they read him up, but you talking about what Stoney's talking about, giving him that extension. Or they should have traded him. That's when he should have got.
They should have traded him.
If he was in, let's say if he was in Philly last year, this year, they problems.
Yeah,
but I think it's more about
with old LeBron. If Philly have old LeBron right now, you know Philly's a problem.
Yeah,
but I don't think the GM even had the power to do that. That GM might have thought about it, but he don't got the power. That owner was like, hell no, you know. You could do whatever you want, but this is untouchable right there.
But see, that owner, that owner didn't want to gamble because that would have probably that probably would have catapulted Philly back to prominence as one of those prominent teams in the NBA. Remember, Philly used to be one of those teams. Iverson, even the Dr. J days and Maurice and all that. But that's what I'm saying. If LeBron would have took his talents in between this LA experiment and knowing that it didn't work, if he would have took his talents to Philly or what they got right now with that little squad and he's on it, they would have been.
He was thinking of going there, I heard.
And he was thinking of going there. They would have been a problem, trust me. And he probably would have probably got the other chip. And it would have put Philly back on the map.
Yep.
It wasn't Harden who was gonna put Philly back. They need they need their next superstar. They need their next Dr. J to come through and Iverson to come through that door. They don't have that right now. They got Maxey and Embiid, but you know, they need I think Embiid and Maxey and them need the full team. They need a full team. They need the full team to get over that.
They need another guy to go. They need another guy to beat the Celtics. They need
that's what I'm talking about. To beat the Celtics to get over that, they need another guy. They need somebody else.
The DeJounte Murray, man, that's a good player that I would definitely.
I'm hearing him going to LA. They want.
That's a good player right there. I would love to have him on my team, man. I like that dude, man. He's a great player.
They got to move him and trade. There's 2 point guards, man. Got one of them.
Yeah. They gotta move both of them, man. Trade. They're gonna
move.
What
if Trae Young end up there? They'll move.
They might blow that up over there.
They might blow that up.
They might blow it up.
Now they said
they were the number 1 seed one year. Was Trae on that team?
They They got to keep one of them.
He was a rook, maybe.
When they got to keep one of them. I think they're going to keep Trey because they said Trey and Jalen played good together. Jalen Johnson, right? Jalen cooking right now.
I like him. I like his game.
Good. Yeah, man. So, yo, people, this is Parlay with Us, man. Please hit those like and subscribes. I see a lot of you guys are still on there hanging in tight, man. I appreciate it. We got some diehards. They've been on here. There's 5, 6, 7, 8 people keep popping up
love
in there.
Man,
we love y'all. We got people in on Facebook side of things, YouTube side of things. We're loving it. We respect it. Share this this live or share this this podcast to your friends and anybody who's interested in sports and like to talk about bantering about sports and how we feel about teams and things like that. Please hit it. Please like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button, man. It goes a long way and it costs you nothing to do it once again. But yeah, guys, man. The NBA is cooking up. I'm glad that we get into this point of the season. We are excited about Sunday's conference championship.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
that's gonna be an exciting post-game show. We're having around 9:30. Maybe I think this week Sunday ended about 9:40. So I would say about 9:40 I was scheduling Eastern Standard Time for the post-game conference championship show. We will do that here at Parlay with Us. We will be live once again. We're always live.
You want to tune in? I want to tune in. It's gonna be fire.
You know what I mean? We're gonna be a little litty, a little, causing a little havoc because we're gonna feel like these 2 games is for
this
it.
This is basically it. I mean, the Super Bowl is huge. Don't get me wrong, but this especially gambling and parlays and fantasy, like little daily fantasy, because people are still doing their daily fantasy shit. This is it.
Yep, that's right.
And another thing, to all the listeners, subscribers, I don't want to go too far ahead, but I'm just giving y'all a sneak peek. That Super Bowl show is gonna be crazy props.
Oh
Super Bowl is props galore, props mania. We're gonna have some props for your ass.
Right.
So I advise you guys to bring your pad and your pen. Bring your pad and your pen and write shit down because we're gonna have some shit for your ass.
Right.
Believe that.
We're gonna see how many times Usher says burn.
So guys, do y'all want to do the Super Bowl? Do y'all? Because I'm not working. I really don't.
It's gonna be heads or tails, right? Heads or tails. That shit.
I really don't. I really don't work on Super Bowl Sundays. But do y'all want to do the show pre-game Super Bowl show? I think that's the best move.
Oh hell yeah, we have to because we gotta let them know what we're gonna do.
Props.
We gotta do all the props. Yeah,
pre-game.
So this is a pre-game Super Bowl show. We will see you guys Super Bowl Sunday before the game. The game starts around 6 o'clock, right? So yeah, we'll probably do.
We're going early.
We'll go in early. We'll go on a 4 o'clock, 4:30 show, and
yeah, man, I'm around
Super Bowl, and I'm around.
A little eggnog.
Have a little eggnog or whatever you got going on. Stoney will have some IPAs,
Oh man, I'm gonna have some IPAs for your ass.
Yeah,
I got one for you guys right now. I didn't pull it out yet, but it's right here, man. I'm about to hit this in a little bit.
Yeah.
Y'all see that? Sip of sunshine.
That shit looks strong.
Yeah.
All them IPAs are strong, man.
All of them.
I know, man. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, that's why I ain't one of those to drink a 6-pack. I just drink one IPA. I'm good.
For real. So yeah, with that being said, man, we're gonna try to end this show now. It was another good show. We gave some informative information on what's going on this weekend. We talked about our Celtics. We talked about the NBA, how it's looking, and how it's trending right now. And we talked about the NFL and the trends with the new coaching carousel and all that stuff. So we gave y'all a lot of information that's going on in the sports this week. Like we always do, we keep you guys informed and we keep you guys fresh with the knowledge, and we give y'all some good bets and some props on games. So with that being said, do we have anything on the culture that you guys want to discuss for the next 2 minutes or so before we end this?
I got something quickly. I just want to get out the way. Something quick, while I was, this is real talk. While I was here talking to you guys, I was smelling something over here in my house. Smelled like something was cooking. Kept looking like something was cooking. Sure enough, something was burning. And thank God, even though I'm on the show, I was paying attention. But I saved us, I think, from a small little
Inferno.
Cold one, small
God.
fire.
Somebody left the pot on the stove, Stoney.
Somebody left the pot on the stove.
The girls was cooking,
heating something up, and so they don't say that I don't be paying attention, but hey, I saved us possibly from something, but that's a little something, man.
That's a little something for the culture.
My fam was here heating something up, and they forgot about it, and it's funny because they got all the attention in the world, and I'm here with on a show focused on something else, and I was able to identify that. So
I seen you kept looking back too.
Yeah, because I kept smelling something, man. I smelled something strong. I'm like, I kept looking back, like, like. And,
hey, what that tell you? That tells you
something.
And always be aware, keep your head on the swivel, listen to your senses, and all of that stuff. It tells you
smelling strong, man.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, yo, with that being said, with the culture, there's sometimes, listen, I be rushing so much, guys. When I say rushing, like when I gotta go and got things to do, I'm like moving. Okay, boom, 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 shower, dress, this, that, pack my backpack, computer, all this stuff. And sometimes, I'll be forgetting, like, no bullshit. Like, there's times I'll be like halfway to the highway and be like, yo, did I unplug the iron? You turn, you turn,
right.
You know what I mean? You turn, drive all the way back to the crib and check to make sure the iron was on.
I got an
I don't play that shit, bro.
Yo, I got an ill.
They made the irons now. I think the irons turn off themselves though.
They do, but
they turn off. They turn off.
They might turn off. I be shook still though.
So
I ain't trying to burn down shit. I work hard, bro.
Beanz, it's so ill, right? Because I live in the woods basically, right? So we got all types of shit. I'm waiting to go see a bear up this motherfucker, but
just play dead if you do see
one.
On
a business trip. Obviously, the boys are in school, so I'm by myself. So I'm running errands, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm halfway to Boston. I'm like, did I shut the front door? But there's no one home, so I drove all the way back.
To lock the door.
To make sure the door was locked, because in my head, I kept going back and forth. I said, fuck it, I'm just going to turn around.
I did that shit. I got one of those keyless fucking entries. Just for that reason, I was famous for not knocking the front door.
Right.
Yo, I'm about to buy one of those, man. But I gotta change my front door.
It's the best, yo.
Yeah, I got an older front door.
Money ever spent in life, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I bought a set. I bought one of them.
The remote start for your car and up here up north is the best invention ever.
That keyless
entry for your house is major. I brought one of those. Stacks, I brought one for my house, but I have an older door, right? And when I tried to get it installed, the housing and everything was it was not right. Dude was like, yo, you gotta buy a new door, and they're gonna bore the holes differently, right? For the locks. So I haven't bought the door yet, so I could put the keyless lock, but I have to, because now for my kids, especially my daughter, she gets home from school off the bus, all she got to do is boop, 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 boop. And lock it right behind her, and she be set. You know what I mean? So that's important.
Whoever done this one, you ever leave the keys in the door?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I threw my car keys in the trash one time because I had my car keys on my finger on the ring.
I've done that one.
I threw the trash away with the car keys, and then
you want to hear a funny thing?
That shit was ugly.
Since I've been sober, I've been leaving doors open, keys and trash, shit all fuck. When I was drinking, I never made that mistake. I was just being a piece of shit and getting into trouble.
Telling you something.
I'm telling listen.
That you be walking the door, like my man in the crib. Yo, what's good, dog? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, y'all, and Doe would know this a little bit. Stoney still lives in the city a little bit, not too city, but he's in a very neighborhood place. It's real nice. I love that area where Stoney's at. But Doe would know. There's people I know that tell you in your neighborhood, though, you lock your door.
Yeah,
Right.
yo, you want to hear something crazy?
I be like, what do y'all think? Y'all don't know where I'm from.
Windows and all. Yo, I live on the second. I got the 2-story. The second story windows stay locked.
Bro. My neighbors came by, walked up on my laundry room because it's right in the like near the driveway. Yo, yeah. I got shook. They came no disrespect, 2 white folks, older, nicest people. I ain't gonna say their name. I love y'all, my neighbors. But when I didn't know them, they walked right up on me, and my girls in the other. You gotta remember, she's from Brighton. I'm from Bronx, so we from the city. So we look. I got shook. I didn't know. You gotta remember, bro. I got foxes. I got dares. Yeah. I got all types of shit. So I didn't know it was a dare because all I seen was a shadow. I jumped up. You gotta remember, I'm from Dudley Square. I grew up on gunshots and shit. Yeah. But I've never been so scared seeing this shadow. It was 2 white people helping us into the neighborhood. Love them now. Big fan of this. But when I first moved there, bro, because my house ain't close to nothing. Right. There's nothing like close.
Right. So when something come up,
it's like, oh shit. Like, whoa.
No, I know, man. I do that all the time, man. Like, listen, listen, I like I said, with the whole you leave you lock your doors. I'm like, yo, y'all must be crazy if y'all don't lock my door. I'm always gonna lock my doors. I don't know what I don't care what. I'm locking my doors, man. I don't play that.
Shit, man. I was growing up, man. We had fiends in me and my brother Joe had to chase a fiend out the crib. He was in the crib in the morning.
You guys remember? You guys remember the police lock?
Remember the police lock? He brought
that long steel pole.
My aunt had one on
the long steel pole.
Yeah, my aunt.
We had one of the joints. We lived on Strath Corner Road. The joints used to be on the ground.
Yeah, my aunt had one.
I know I had one on Seaver. I had one on
Seaver. Yo, when I was a kid, I used to curl that shit like it was like some type of weights and shit. Man. That shit was amazing to me, man.
I think Nays and Court had the same building companies you had, like the same.
Yeah, Nathan Court setup is the same setup.
Yeah, my aunt had the same.
That police lock was ill.
Yeah,
that shit was ill, man. You wasn't getting in that door with that shit.
Let me tell y'all.
Hell no, you wasn't getting in.
Let me tell y'all something. I seen my own 2 eyes. You know we grew up, T. And though y'all know Cook too. Y'all know how my block was. Y'all know, and I seen literally the boys try to get into a house with a police lock and couldn't do it. Boom, 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 and it ain't budging.
You ain't getting in there.
Police lock, yo, I'm telling you, it was like a standoff. I would never remember. It was a standoff.
Yeah, the shotgun, the riot guns to shoot the holes in the doors to get in the doors.
To get in the doors. Yep, they had to blow the. Yo, it was an actual. I remember this was in the early night. It was an actual standoff. Like I think they had to like get the dude out of the apartment and all this other like. But that police lock, you wasn't messing.
That police lock was serious. That steel pole. That shit.
Yeah. And you know what? People in the hood got the police lock to protect your actual house. Yeah. It wasn't for against the police. It was just called a police
lock. The police lock.
I got one more quick question for Seaver Street. You know what a dugout is?
Oh yeah, L dugout.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you know that little corner there, the dugout in the back. The cats still hang back there. That's where y'all used to hang.
That's where we used to hang. There? Yeah. Oh, well, no, not now. Not now. I've driven by there springly, and every time I drive by there,
you look over there, right?
I look over there.
Yeah,
there's nobody.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they used to bring me over there later on after later.
The alley, they call it the alley, not the first alley, not the middle alley, not the middle alley.
I don't see some shady shit going on in that fucking little cut right there, dog.
Yeah.
What, the middle alley?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you. Remember the shadiest shit? Yo, let me tell you something. That shady shit when you used to leave your crib. Remember you go to Backway store and you go underneath the building.
Oh, remember that?
And you come up on the brook ledge. No, why it was so shady?
The under tunnel. That's the under tunnel. You used to take you to the courtyard.
Even in the daylight.
In the daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you would want to. Remember, we used to just walk around, Stacks.
Yeah.
Remember, we didn't go in the tunnel. We'll walk around and go into like the old folks' home parking lot.
Yep.
Remember that? And then go to the back of the court. Because, yo, you didn't trust that, especially around New Jack City time. See, people don't understand. We had New Jack City time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
In Boston.
Y'all building look like New Jack City.
There you go. Look. We had New Jack City time in Roxbury. So just so y'all know, people would know, there was times when Roxbury looked like the Carter, right?
Yeah.
And, no doubt. I'm telling you. And that tunnel you're talking about, and I lived in the building that had the tunnel that brought you to the courtyard, to the back of the building, to brought you to Brookledge. And I'm telling you that, yo, nobody who didn't live in that building, my building, or the building behind on Brookledge, which was Tom and all of them, Dank and all of them, nobody will use that tunnel except for us.
In that tunnel on the low, like a lot of people wouldn't know this, but before he was a diehard OP cat. Remember, Jason in the wheelchair used to always be in that fucking tunnel.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, remember Jason in the wheel? Yo,
he's still alive.
He's moving up that way.
He's still alive, man.
Biggest bully growing up, dog. I'm telling you right now, dog. The biggest bully was him growing up, dog.
And he was in a wheelchair for a minute. He's been in the wheelchair.
He lived in our building.
Yo,
I grew up with him.
Jason's been in a wheelchair since '89, and I know that for a fact.
Nah, maybe 88.
He went to the Wheatley with me.
Maybe 88.
He went to the Wheatley.
Yo,
was it his 8th year or 7th grade year that happened?
When I worked
89,
downtown,
because the summer '88 is when he got summer '88.
He drove,
and that is true.
He drove me home.
Wifey knows it. He was one of the best ball players. I played ball.
Oh yeah. Jason was an athlete. Jason was an athlete, man.
It was football. He played basketball too, though, Stacks. He was good in basketball too, but he was.
He drove me home.
I'm gonna tell you a story about that.
That's ill.
I'm coaching on the bench. This is about 3 years ago, and the dude was like, Yo, T, why you always got them B hats on? I said, oh, born and raised from Boston. He's like, yo, you might know my brother-in-law. And he was like, yeah, he down. I be in OP. And he was like, yo, his name Jason. And I'm sitting there, I'm not paying attention. And I look, I said, yo, Jafe in the wheelchair? He's like, yeah, I'm married to his sister. I was like, oh shit, it's a small world, Joe.
Damn, hell yeah.
You gotta remember his
small world.
Hops.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. That's what I call him, Hops. That's exactly what I call him. Hops.
Yeah, small world.
Yep.
Small world. Jay, shout out to you, Hops, man. Always show me love, bro.
Yo, man. Yo, he's still around, man. After all these years, man. Not for nothing. Yo, Hop's still out there, man.
Listen,
he grew up on Tremont a couple of years ago.
Same building as me, dog, on Seaver Street.
I don't know if he's still out here in Boston, but I know he's still out here living, you know.
Yeah, I remember when he left. I remember when he left the building and he went to OP.
He was still wild, and they shot him in the wheelchair.
Yeah, in the wheelchair. Yeah, I think he bounced after that. He got shot and stabbed in the wheelchair.
He was still around. He's still around.
I think he bounced after that shit. He was out of here.
Yo, Beanz, what happened to my man OG Maine? Remember Maine?
Yo, Maine. I seen Maine.
South? They all south. They all down south somewhere.
South. The last time I saw Maine, to tell you the truth, he told me he was going to Alabama.
Yo, shout out to Maine.
Yeah. And you know what he said he was going to do? He was going to open a barbershop. He went deep into the barbering game. He was deep in there.
That was MD's big homie right there, though. That was like Maine.
Yeah.
I remember Print.
Yep. All the dudes.
Remember him? Yo,
shout out to him, dog.
Shout out to him.
Yo, Beanz, that was our dude right there.
That was my dude, yo, him?
Yo, what about Eric?
That was our dude right there.
Which Eric?
The big
Eric. Oh, Eric Johnson?
Yeah.
Eric Jones.
Yeah, big
E.
Eric.
Big E.
Big E.
The Suge Knight of Seaver Street.
The Suge
Yeah.
Knight of Seaver. Yo, he was the Suge Knight of Seaver, no doubt. He was. Big E ended up turning into church and stuff. He got into the Lord and all of that, preaching. And then they said he had some issues too. So yeah, I think Big E's still alive and he's still out there. Shout out to Big E, Eric Jones.
Damn,
Rest in peace to Hilton too, Beans. Rest in peace
Yep,
to
Hilton.
That shit kind of shocked me when I heard that, man.
Yep, Hilton.
Yeah,
yep.
man. Rest in peace
Yo,
to
I
Hilton,
heard, I think it's Dank. I think it's Dank that passed. Is one of them Dank or Tom is one of them are gone. Between them from the Brooklyn.
Yo, Oopie passed away. Oopie, remember Oopie from Humble?
Yeah, we talked about on the show, man.
Yep, we talked about.
Oh yeah, he passed away, man.
Yeah, what happened to this dude right here? He was another white boy, Chris.
White boy Chris.
He's still around, man. He's still skinny.
Is he still at the end of the street with MD, right? He used to live at the end of MD Street, right?
Yeah.
We had white boy Chris as he played. White boy Chris was one of my my introductions to living in Roxbury was dealing with white boy Chris.
He was a bully on the low.
Everybody had an altercation with white boy Chris.
I had an altercation with him.
But you know, we came cool.
Every time Stoney, man, I would go to Stoney's house. I would swear I did not want to see that dude, dog.
Listen, they pulled up.
Listen, with some bullshit, dog. Every time you see
didn't want,
listen, him. Look, white boy Chris and G Man and all these dudes pulled up on me one time, man, on some bullshit, man. They got funny on me because.
That's so funny because how would they do that? They knew
it's just what it was, man. They was on some funny shit, man. You know.
It was white boy Chris. He was always
white boy Chris, bro.
No, but it was him leading the way. Yeah, it was him leading the way.
It was always him leading.
Remember Len and Jovinia?
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
I remember Len. I don't remember Jovinia too much.
I don't know about
I remember
Len.
Len with the green, with the light eyes and shit.
It was Len.
Shout out to MD because MD.
And who else we forgetting? Yo, Riz, who you forgetting, Stoney? Who you forgetting? Think about it. Who was around that time?
MD gotta come on. Actually, MD hit me up the other day. We're gonna get MD on here, man. Yo, Beans, I'm gonna get his email sent because he asked about us the other day.
Yo, you gotta tell him to get on here.
I know.
All I need is the email.
Yo, Stacks, right? How about Raymond?
Yo, Stoney, I was just gonna say it.
Huh?
Raymond was the bully, man.
Raymond used to bully Stoney.
Yeah, man. Yo, that's facts, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I admit it.
I'm gonna tell you a crazy story.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about what happened to Raymond, though. I seen Raymond.
Yo, go ahead.
And listen, when I saw
Raymond,
let me tell you, Raymond used to bully dudes and all that, but I saw Raymond. I had to go to night school one time.
With Raymond though. Like,
yo, real quick. I had to go to night school at Madison at some point. And who I see coming up on me with a cowboy hat. No, straight up.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I was down Mass Ave.
Go ahead. He had a cowboy hat on.
Cowboy boots on with the hat.
Cowboy boots with a cowboy hat. And he was going through the crowd and say what's up to me.
Inside a Mass Ave station with that same cowboy hat on with the boots.
I was shocked. He came up. I thought he was gonna ask me for my autograph, yo. That's how he was going through the crowd, like. And I looked at him like, man, I should fucking smack you, dog. Because that was the first time I seen him since all of that.
We almost had to jump Raymond on the bus, yo. Maybe he hit you with that lock, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he hit me with that lock, no doubt. Yo,
shout out the first dude that ever stood up to Raymond. Shout out to Vivian.
Vivian. Vivian stood up to him.
Yeah.
Yo, but look, on some shit. Shout out to Vivian. Shout out to you too, Stack. Shout out to you and Vivian. Y'all held me down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came through for the kid.
Some bully shit, dog.
Y'all came through for me, man. I don't forget that. You and Viv, y'all came through for me, man. There was times where dudes acting funny. Y'all came and backed them off me a little bit. So, you know, shout out to you guys, man. I remember that. My memory's great, man. I remember all of that shit.
Yo,
remember Dion too. Dion too was on trying to press
Viv
me on some funny shit.
Yo,
remember
Viv
Dion?
Good.
They used
Dion,
to win.
yeah, I remember Dion. Yep. Viv Good,
he was
though.
funny, but he was trying to press me a little bit, and Stacks was like, yo, go over there, man. Go over there, man. Ain't nothing happening over here, man. Just chill. But shout out to you guys, man. No doubt, man. Y'all held me down, man.
A lot of bully shit, yo. I mean, shout out to B. B's got me on a lot of shit in the curly on everything. Like, yo, I remember who was that Puerto Rican dude that used to always, yo, remember when that dude, when he caught my man, he had the nickels in his hand.
Woo!
Yo, he caught my man Lovely with that uppercut, man.
What was that, yo, remember that beef?
His name was Douglas. Puerto Rican. Remember Douglas was cool. He was cool though.
He was cool, but then who hit him though?
Yo, he hit that dude. No, he hit the dude. Remember, Douglas had the shorty that was bad, but remember, the dude kept trying to talk to her. And Douglas used to tell him to chill, like, yo, chill, man. This ain't. Yep. Yo, we used to all be in that pizza store in front of the side of the curly. Remember that joint? Yo, Stoney, me and Bean standing there. We seen Douglas come around the corner, and he used to always say what up to us, but he didn't say it that day.
That's right.
Yo, as soon as he seen that dude, Almond, remember him?
Almond.
Yo, he knocked him out. Yo, we thought he killed him. Yo.
The only nigga I ever knew named Almond.
Yeah.
I was
Almond,
like, yo.
Yeah.
That was
Beans,
you remember he was a funny dude. Yeah.
But he was popular though. He was popular.
Yeah. Remember, we thought he was gay. We thought he was sweet.
Everybody did. I did too. He was kind of. He had that feminine, but he had all the girls around him though. That's what it was.
Yo, Beans was like, I never forget. Beans was like, yo, T, I don't think he gonna get up, yo.
Yo, we used to have some time though.
Yo, those times were crazy.
Remember my boy Richie from the X-Men. You talking about Curly Richie? He was the bad man. You remember Richie?
A little bit. What about
with the razor blades and all of that crazy shit?
Yo, shout out to your man though. Remember Quito?
Quito, yeah. Quito.
Remember Quito caught beef for them Academy kids and never made it out that summer, yo. Remember that shit?
That's true. Yep, I remember Quito. Yeah, that's right.
Remember he was beefing with them Academy. It was either Academy or Castlegate, and he never made it back to school that summer, yo.
Yeah. Yep. I remember him. He was cool as hell too.
Yeah, it was then was serious, man.
Back then was serious. Yo, I seen you Stacks, you will remember Richie. Richie now was working. When I seen Richie before, he was working for the city of Brookline. Years later, this was like probably saw him maybe more than 10 years ago, maybe, but he was chilling. I was like, damn, because I was his man. Remember, I used to hang in Eggleston with them dudes. Remember, we used to go down Eggleston and hang with them dudes.
Neil was like the only black dude that knew the Ricans, though.
I hang with all of them. Yeah. Remember my boy Rudy?
Yeah, shout out to Rudy. Yo.
Shout out Rudy. That was my man, yo.
I got the craziest Rudy story, yo. Let me tell you, this shit gonna bug y'all the fuck out.
That was my man, yo.
Yo, shout out to Rudy had the ladies too. Shout out to Rudy. That's why Neil fucked with him on the low. Yo, we was in the cafeteria, dog. And you remember in the curly, they had the bubblers. So we all sitting in there. I think Neil, you might have been there. It was me, Neil, and I think somebody else. Yo, Rudy was a wild boy. Rudy he went and pissed in a cup. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And took the bubbler off and poured the shit in the bubbler. And yo, remember that tall teacher? He was like 6'9", and he played ball. Came and drunk the water. Yo, it took me and Neil everything not to laugh. Yo, we looking at like this dude like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I never took out that bubbler again.
Yo, they used to do some wild stuff back in the days, man. School was wild. We had a good time. That's for the culture, guys.
Let me tell you something though. I tell wifey this all the time because wifey be like, yeah, you know, I be telling wifey the history. I be telling wifey, I'm like, yeah. So me and Neil's brother, we was the original like tandem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Ramel.
Yeah.
Neil used to never talk to us because Neil was like the older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Neil used to never talk to us, but I told wifey what the routine was. It used to be me, Ramel, Terrence. We used to walk my sister to the babysitter, and then we would go to the Ellis. We would walk. I don't know if you guys remember. We used to walk my sister to the babysitter and then drop her off, and then go to the Ellis. And I said, babe, Neil didn't even talk to us. Neil used to be on some like just look at us like, I'll never forget that because he was the older brother. Neil used to just look at us like, I never had a word with him. I knew I was Ramel's older brother, but he used to just look at us like, yo.
Yeah, he did. Remember, Neil used to keep it boy.
Yo, I remember that, man, for the longest, man. Like, yo,
that's
yo, remember
crazy.
we used to go in the crib, Neil used to be like, yo, what y'all doing here, man?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. For the longest. It's ill when you think about it.
Get out.
Yo, it's ill, man. I remember that like it was yesterday, man. It was ill, man, how that used to be, man, for a while, man.
Yep.
But it's nice how we still here, man. We still here, man. We talking about the 80s. Yo, we've been around since the 80s, man.
Early 80s.
80s,
bro.
Easily. 85? What?
85,
right?
Easily. That's what I'm saying.
Easily.
Walking through the straight,
straight Carter type lifestyle. I'm telling you.
Stacks, you was on Brookledge.
Yeah, Stacks was on the ledge.
Yeah, I used to,
Stack was on the ledge.
He was on the ledge.
The receiver,
the ledge,
and Brookledge, and then Riz lived on Humboldt, dog. So
on the
Humboldt. I don't even know how we made it out that triangle.
He was on the boat.
Yo, listen.
I don't know how we made it out of there.
He was
on
the boat.
Shout out to Crawford Street, yo. Crawford Street was my saving grace, man.
Yeah, man. Even
shout out to Crawford Street.
You know, to tell the truth, we didn't have no problems walking through it. That was not. It was just
the heat. It was just the heat.
You just didn't want to get popped.
Caught up. Neil,
that was it. Remember when we knew everybody knew us. It wasn't the problem of walking down there. It was the problem of getting popped, bro.
Yep.
It was drive by.
Shout out to David. Remember? Dave. Yeah. Remember the only reason we didn't get caught in that Steeler and Humboldt beef? Remember Dedrick? Dedrick was like, yo.
Yeah, my man Dedrick.
Remember Dedrick? Like, yo, y'all stay off Humboldt, yo. Stay off there tonight.
Yep.
Remember we was at the top of the street and we heard the pops.
Yep. At the top of the block.
Dedrick's an old school Kango crew, nigga. He's old school Kango crew. And I was humble. He's humble. And then he ended up with Magnolia. But let me tell you something. When one of Ramel's parties, I don't know if y'all remember, but when we was at one of them Seaver parties, that Humboldt kid got shot up. Dude Tyrone got killed.
Shout out to Tyrone, yep.
Tyrone, man. We was at one of the parties. Remember they came and said, yo, man, dude got.
Was it on the Humboldt? Oh, no, they came
on Humboldt.
Our party. They came up to our party and told us that. That's right.
Yeah, they was like, dude on Humboldt just got killed because he got shot right in front of the right in front of the. Remember,
J&A.
It
was the Intings or J&A.
Whatever store was right next to the liquor store used to be. To the
that's Intings.
It was Intings. He got shot right in front of Intings.
That's one of the most shadiest stores in Boston ever.
Ever.
Intings.
They used to sell trees out of there and everything.
Everything. There was a dispensary before it was dispensary. Intings.
You're right.
Remember J&A? J&A used to.
Yeah, J&A.
But what was that one? That was Utley's, right? Utley's across.
Utley's was up across the street from Intings. But I remember when I seen who was Fat Boy? It was what's his name's cousin. Damn, how could I forget his name?
Anthony, the one I got stabbed?
No, not Ant. Not Ant. It was one of the dudes. I think it was Ham and them cousins. Somebody cousin that was on, and he got. Remember when he got shot in front of J&A? We just walked out of there. Remember, we just was going up the block.
What's my man name? Shout out to Mel, yo. Mel used to hustle since we was 10. Yeah, baby. Mel used to hustle the firecrackers. He used to always come and holler out the window, yo, Romero.
Yes.
And Mel used to throw the firecrackers out the window, yo.
Right.
Yep.
Yo, shout out to Mel used to hustle the firecrackers early.
That was a crazy time, man.
That was a crazy time.
Yo, what's his name? Damone? It might have been Damone.
Was it Damone? He got shot up. Right. Nah. He was a big kid though. Like
Didn't we jet one time? They came deep one time. Remember that, T? They came to fight you.
That was the Brunswick dudes came back up this street. Yo, we chased
out.
They came deep. Turned around. Yo, Beanz didn't run. Beanz stood right there. Yo, Beanz turned around. Beanz like, yo, I ain't fucking. I think you dipped in the hallway, Beanz, in one of those secret hallways. And yo, dudes had them Brunswick.
Yo, they came deep, man.
Deep.
They came deep, man. I was out.
Yo, shout out to Ross. Man, Ross was throwing bottles at them dudes and everything.
Yo, but that was your beef, Stacks.
It was.
That was straight your beef. That's just crazy.
But Ross wouldn't let it die. We trying to leave it alone, Ross. Nah, fuck that. You know Ross. Once it's on,
God rest his soul, man.
Ross killed Beanz, you know. When Riz, once it's on with Ross, it's on.
It's on. Yeah, you can't stop him.
Yeah, when it's on, it's on.
Yeah, you can't stop him.
Yeah, when it was on, man.
Yeah. Rest in peace
you
to
can talk
Ross,
to him
man.
all you want. Yo, he'll on some shit like that. He might say, yeah, T is cool. And then as soon as you turn around, he back at it.
He back at it. Yep, that's right. You're totally right. That's how he used to do it. You're totally right. But yeah, man, I noticed that I noticed Doe jumped off, you know, and I know he probably be having that early morning type stuff, and he jumped off already. So yeah, man, I mean, we really went above it. We was trying. That's how this gets when we talk about the culture, and we're talking about the culture based on our upbringing and where we came from and Roxbury and things like that, just going down a memory lane. So today was a memory lane culture, if you want to call it like that. But we will see you guys around 9:40 Eastern Standard Time PM on Sunday.
Fire. It's gonna be fire.
Show for the conference championship. So tune in, guys. Yeah.
Oh, real quick, shout out to the Celtics beating the Heat by what? 33?
33 piece. I can't stand the Heat with a passion. I wish we'd have beat them.
Shout out to the Celtics for doing that. And it was personal for them. Trust me, they didn't have to beat them by that much. It was personal for them. Letting them know, like, yo, we ain't playing with you guys, man. Don't come with that in Miami.
Yo, shout out to
starting lineup.
Shout out to the
starting lineup.
Shout out to the season.
Hell yeah, they all played. Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier, all them motherfuckers played. Everybody, their whole lineup played.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yo, we ain't playing, man. Listen. If listen, the Celtics, they know they got this. They have that. They got that chip on their shoulders, man. And they know this is enough's enough, man. Enough's enough, man. Just do what you guys do. Do what you guys supposed to do. You guys know who you are. You knew that. And I'm gonna be straight up with you. They found out who they was when they was with Ime. All right, you find out who you was with Ime. You guys are a great team. You guys could play. When y'all play together, y'all could win some games. Y'all learned about yourselves with Ime. Y'all learned more when y'all was with Missoula. Now that's it. It's time to go to work, man. Enough with the bullshit. The trial period is over, man. This is it. Let's go. That's it.
See, man. Let's go. So, yo, with that being said, man, let's go Celtics. I think they're gonna put
33, baby.
33 piece on the Heat. So, guys, we'll see you on Sunday.
Man. Let's get it.
Thumbs up. Give us those likes. We'll talk to you guys later. Yo, my man Stoney's amp. Later.
To make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through, but don't break you.